Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no.
I get bored, so now I'm streaming too. I'm probably gonna continue Komorebi.
What the hell?
Why did Blue just play
Oh,
the
that was
avocados from
quite
Mexico?
loud.
Yeah, I heard that from over here.
Blue, did you seriously just play
Ghost,
avocados
aim
from
assist
Mexico?
gave you away.
What?
Yes.
Go, Makari
Why?
said your aim assist gave you away.
Why are you playing avocados from Mexico?
Aim assist
Yeah.
on what?
It's by far the best taunt.
You silly bean. Okay.
I hear someone
Where is Coke?
right here somewhere.
Hey Blue, I'm playing Komorebi.
Oh! Oh, I found a spot!
What are you playing?
Komorebi.
Huh?
That was the game we were playing last time.
Last time when what? What? I'm confused. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, the game that you
Hey, how
used
glitchy the
on stream
seats
with me
are.
last time there. Remember? Komorebi? It was
Oh
that,
yeah, the VN.
the visual novel, yeah.
Are you streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Let me pull that up.
I just kind of quick opened it. My sister finally went to bed, so I'm gonna stream for a little bit.
Oh, okay. That sounds amazing.
No, what the fuck? That's not
Don't
fair.
give me
Back to
away,
five
Merv,
minutes.
if you know where I am.
Ghost, what gave me away?
I could see you.
Experience culmination
How do
fragment.
you know that was
The
me?
nightclub outing?
You're the only cup that's tucked up underneath the seats.
Sorry,
Yeah,
next
I guess
chapter.
that is me
Hey, Nari,
forcing it
how
to,
you doing?
hide.
Oh, wait,
Hear
did I-
more of
Did I
you,
make Blue too
fast.
quiet?
but I can't see you because I think you're under the seats again, and I can't see under the seats perfectly.
Avocados from Mexico.
Avocados from Mexico.
And now back to this one that I can't figure out where.
Yeah. My friend Nari is here in the
There's a
chat.
bunch of different exits all over the place.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate! I will take sip.
Oh my god, I can't aim.
Tonight I've got me it's like a
Hey, you guys are
It's a
obviously
veggie grain.
shooting. Where?
slushy.
Oh.
type
Oh
thing.
my gosh. You were straight up just shooting anything. That is
Yeah.
not cool.
What am I saving exactly?
What?
Nari, I just started the
Akari,
game.
What?
Well, I just started
Where
chapter
was
2.
she?
I'm not saving
She was an
after I
entire
start chapter 2.
counter. I can see why Akari said the aim assist gave me away. It didn't, because I didn't see it. I was naturally turning when it happened. It gave it away
so,
the second
Ghost.
time.
Since you're playing on PlayStation, how to lock the character in is click R3, and you won't move.
Okay.
Avocados from Mexico.
Oh wow.
Oh boy.
Oh wow. Alright.
Jaha Bash.
He reads through some papers as I tell him my weekend plans. He wanted to make sure that my social life was thriving in this new settling. It was, for now. He seems happy and I have a new group of friends in my life. Just looks over and it's like, ah yes, group of friendos.
Right, of course. The nightclub trip and the, pre-gaming. Well, at least you're being social. Not something I'd recommend making a habit of, though. The pre-gaming, I mean, not the socializing. Having a friend group is healthy and can make all the difference. I'm glad that you're able to get along with Isaac's friends, too. Bringing a new person into a social group can often be complicated.
Oh my god!
You'll probably notice that you're under a microscope, too. At least for a while. But they should seek your approval just as much as you're seeking theirs.
The most devious spot!
Oh, tell me about
After
it.
getting caught up, he puts the papers off to the side.
Speaking
Oh
of
my
that,
God.
though,
Hey,
have
Josh,
you been
ready to see
seeking
this shit?
more than friends? It's healthy to date and test the waters, you know.
Oh, Blue. Do you think I can romance the? Do you think I can romance the therapist?
I think you should. Yes.
And it works on.
Aw, I just got this. I told Isaac that I'd like to give it a try, actually. Aw.
Makes perfect sense. You did move here for him, after all. And if not for him, then at least to live with him, which is a big gesture. From everything I've been told, it seems like you two get along just fine.
I have no clue what's happening. Like, I really don't.
Yeah,
Neither, but
and I don't.
I'm kinda. Akari's been near me this entire time.
There's a chance I probably should just stream on my own, but also I don't want to take Blue away from the chat.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
He scribbles notes down on a piece of paper that rests beside him.
This is the most bullshit
I'm
fucking
tempted to
spot
ask
ever.
him what he's writing down, but I know it's nothing bad.
I know. And
Yes, Nari, I'm drinking.
I'm worse. Because I'm smaller.
No, actually, no. That's me yelling at Badger, right? In fact, I'm pretty sure that I'll be cleared as a patient within a month or so.
Have your friends told you anything about their Komorebi?
No.
I mean, do you know if any of them are like you? Bonding over a shared trait can always
really
help.
Good at hiding.
I let them know that I'm definitely the odd one out. They didn't reveal their visions, but I know they have had them.
I don't know where she's at.
For the time being, I was definitely alone with this struggle.
I guess the odds were incredibly slim. But as far as I'm concerned, it was worth a shot.
Avocados.
If you're interested, I could hook you up with some support groups.
I can't wait.
Let them
till
know that I'm not
there's
interested in that.
Hunters on the field.
Like I've said many times before, my lack of a vision does not affect me.
Oh, that's exactly why I'd recommend you go to a support group. I think others could benefit from hearing how you think and feel.
Oh, there's
Whether
Akari
you
again.
know it or not, you're a pretty remarkable case.
I shrug and ask him if that means he's close to clearing me as a patient.
One step at a time, Delta.
Aw.
I can't make a big decision like that unless I'm certain. Thankfully, your honesty and cooperation are helping.
That did nothing.
I can't help
You
but
just said
directly.
420.
I can't help but direct my attention to some colorful papers by his side.
Time.
They look like pamphlets, so I decided to ask him
No!
what they are.
I don't know where. What's up, Bird? How you doing?
Oh, this is so much fun.
Oh my god.
Bird, you're sticking out.
My best guess is that he already had some support groups in mind.
Oh, these? A Zero handed them to me on my way to work. I guess part of their protesting involves spreading around propaganda.
It will be out.
This first one claims that Argus is responsible for Komorebi.
Picks up the pamphlet and opens it.
It says that they engineered it somehow.
Both in there.
Then they swooped in to play the savior and control society.
Just saw.
Those who don't experience visions are just strong enough to resist.
With a laugh, he places it back down and grabs the other.
Now,
Oh
this
my
one was
God.
actually more interesting. It says that the existence of Komorebi disproves free will. That's clearly not true. I wonder if they actually believe this nonsense.
Well, I mean, it's not wrong. The idea that someone that you somehow have a vision of what's going to happen in the future, practically telling you what you're going to do at some point, that does mean free will stops existing at a certain extent.
No. No.
Close to the second pamphlet.
Don't you two dare.
Unfortunately, we've
not
seen people
afraid
take their
of-
own lives due to Komorebi. This very act proves that, to some degree, we can still control fate. The leading theory is that these visions are more like warnings. You know, a kind of heads up of what could
That
be.
was a really good hiding spot.
Okay.
Some people even
Yeah,
believe that they're
right there.
glimpses
It's
into
getting-
alternate
it's getting banned.
worlds.
Yeah, no
Of course,
Actually,
I
you
didn't
know-
bring you here
you
to
know
talk
what
about
actually,
metaphysical nonsense.
The thing that gave you away
me.
is that I was trying to aim at a cup that was outside there, and then when I moved the reticle over you guys, it turned red, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, the red reticle is what really needs to. This prop hunt is not that.
Hey, Blue.
great just because of that reason.
Yeah.
What do you think?
constant pings and the red
Imagine if Komorebi, at least in the instance that we will end up because there's a slight chance that our character will at some point like introduce itself to a Komorebi, but not because of game actions, but because of our actions. Like think about it. Because of course,
Sorry,
as
can you hide on top of me?
as the silent protagonist, of course, well, silent from the player's perspective, from the character's perspective, we're constantly talking. And what I mean is, we choose like the path that the character is taken on.
wonderful screen. Let's
So what if, hypothetically,
see.
at the end of the game, like at least at the end of the first run like of the whole game, and it restarts, Komorebi exists as a this is the end picture.
Oh wow, 2 people already down.
That's an interesting hypothesis.
I haven't seen the whole game through yet, but
Man.
Aim assist. Aim assist. It's so full of bullshit.
I feel like it's gonna be something more along the lines of, oh, Komorebi is a thing for the people who need it. Like the people who don't really get one, not because they're worth less, but because they're more like resilient mentally.
The spot's not that great, so I'm assuming that you'll.
I'm intrigued by this conversation, so I decide to turn the tables. I ask him where he stands on the subject, what he believes.
Well, I believe that we'll never know the truth of Komorebi.
Frozen yogurt.
But many visions have come to pass,
You have
while
ice-
many
you
haven't.
have ice cream.
And as I said before, some people don't live to find out. If I had to commit to an idea, I'd say I agree with the leading theory. They're just possible outcomes. Nothing set in stone or predestined. Argus isn't responsible, and we still have free will at the end of the day.
Of course. not that.
Of course, that's just wishful thinking.
No, not that.
We'll never really know.
Think, Borg.
Some visions could just be tricks to send people down a certain path. I think it's more important to handle things on an individual basis.
You are going to out.
For example, what does your vision, or lack of vision, mean to you? It's best to lead with that rather than seek out a universal truth.
It's something
Like I
that
always say,
tricked me.
Truth can
About
just be a
that is
gateway
that-
to more fright.
It says,
Put the second pamphlet
I
down.
would have you.
I hope people don't start believing these
What I
silly
would have,
stories.
Wrote for him
If
is
those
that
zeros are
that-
really here to cause trouble, I'd
right?
avoid them.
Because it's like, oh,
No sense getting caught up in something
that's
like
no
this, you
longer a
know?
thing. Like, it's too late for.
I nod and choose not to mention the zero we're into.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Omni
Wait,
Besides,
would be
something
able to-
told me our session was quickly running out of time.
I was behind popcorn.
We continue to talk, but all I can think about
Yeah.
is
Is
the
it
upcoming
upstairs?
festivities.
What about the statue?
But Omni-Man lives as long as Mark could ever.
Hmm.
They live for like almost 100,000 years.
What can we live for?
Make our way down to the city streets as the booze
They
starts to wear
live
off.
for so long.
It was a long walk to the nightclub, but we didn't feel like driving or using public transit. Because of that, we wobble slightly as we head straight towards our destination. Club Euphoria.
There's a chance in Invincible that the heat death of the universe will happen before the Viltrumite race cease to exist.
Even though there's less than 50 pure-blooded Viltrumite in existence.
By time alone.
I'm surprised your friend didn't help us out with transportation.
Oh?
Leave me alone.
What do you mean?
I was trying to find a spot.
Gives us an open bar, but he didn't send us a limo? Rude.
Aww.
Oh, don't get greedy. It was a nice gesture. He just wants to get things off to a good start.
I could have waited over here.
Well, my legs are killing me, so we're off to a great start. Remind me to give him an earful when we get there.
I could have won that round. God damn it.
Speaking of which, I still need to yell at Dante.
Boy, gotcha.
Dante.
What did I do now?
Red reticle. That is
You are guilty
unfair
of
that
being
he is-
adorable.
I heard that noise when you connected to our speakers, dude.
How did
Was
you
I
even
not clear
see
enough the other
you
day?
asshole?
Don't mess with my mods.
I haven't.
I think you had
Well,
the stream
not
open
since then.
again.
It's just been a while since anyone connected like that. Trust me, Isaac, I made those changes months ago.
Hey, Akari, the alpha.
Is that supposed to get you off the hook? I'm just being honest, man. I guess we'll see.
A little timeout. Think about what you've done.
Dante scoffs and looks the other way.
You know, I might not drink as much as I thought tonight.
Aww.
What? Why's that? It's these new painkillers. Wait, you're in pain? Yeah, because you won't get off my back.
Damn.
I know, neither have I.
Is it too much to ask for just one night of fun? You're the one who wanted that, yet you're tearing into me.
Yeah.
There's somebody at the concession stand.
An awkward silence fills the air as they stare into one another. But just as usual, they erupt into laughter only a few moments later.
Huh?
Fine, fine. I'll try and ease up on you a little bit. If we want to be friends forever, I might just have to.
All of a sudden, I start to think about the conversation we had earlier. In their visions, they were no longer in touch, no longer in a friend group.
I don't remember that.
You really think we can pull that off? I guess it's worth a shot.
Fair
What
enough.
the fuck? Okay.
Isaac stops in his tracks and turns to face all of us.
Then we should make a pact.
This would be nice.
Oh. Pact.
Like with blood?
Blood pact? Blood pact?
No.
Aww.
Ah, shame. Always wanted to do one of those.
I'd rather not have your blood on my hands, Taylor.
Damn, that sounds ominous.
Oh, but I thought we were finally bonding.
Come on, can you please take this seriously for a second? I just want to make sure that we don't all drift apart. And how do you suggest we do that? The group chat, probably. Let's promise to keep using it no matter where we are, even if it's just 1 or 2 messages a week. No pressure, right?
Yeah.
Then we really can be friends forever. Right now, you're all important to me. I think about you all the time. But in my vision, like I said, I'm not even aware of your existence.
Oh, tragic. Everybody should know who I am. But on a more serious note, I guess I can manage that.
Yeah, I don't plan on leaving the group, so I'm down. Then let's make it official.
Puts out his hand, palm facing down. One by one, we stack our hands on top of his. I wait until the end since I'm the newest one here.
Friends, until the end.
until the end.
Trying to do
We all say that in unison and look at each other with big smiles. A moment later, we pull our hands and continue on our way. I had no problem with this agreement, since it seemed pretty low maintenance. A little odd, but this pact suddenly made life feel more grounded.
What's happening, honey?
If we really followed through, I'd always have friends
That
to
is
support me.
Carver there. The
That
only
made this
hunter in the lobby right now.
crazy, scary new city seem all the more inviting.
See me?
By the time the night's
Oh, I
over, this
could,
place
yeah.
would be home.
Not anymore.
I decided to bring up something with my counselor.
Wait a minute.
Bring up something that my counselor told me at our session.
Damn it, Bird.
There's a
Don't
theory
you
that
dare.
Komorebi isn't set in stone.
I
It's
didn't
just a
know where you
possibility.
were at all.
A pact like this
So-
could very well defy what
I
we
don't
believe
see
to be fate.
how.
Ah, yes, the parallel universe thing. If that's true, then I'm screwed no matter what. If you're my best friends, then this is clearly the darkest timeline.
Darkest timeline, damn.
Rude?
Aww.
Hey, don't worry. I thrive in the dark.
Yes.
Okay, so no one's in blue.
Notice that
Peter.
Dante looks a little worried.
Hey, you know your counselor isn't supposed to do that, right? He's supposed to stick to facts and Argus-approved exercises. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty
Someone's
sure
in red,
that's
Peter.
off curriculum, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that could only come from someone who's never had a vision. People like us who live with Komorebi kind of find that laughable. It's something you can't understand. Not unless you've lived it.
Someone's in red, Peter, now, I think.
I asked him for some clarification as I'm a little confused.
Well, I didn't have a speech prepared or anything, but it'd be like hosting a lecture on something you know nothing about. And not only that, but your students are already experts on the subject.
Why?
That would be
You're a
both
snack pouch,
difficult
get over
and
here.
embarrassing.
Just think about it this way. It's inescapable even if you escape it.
Red Peter.
We could
red
defy
snack
our
pouch.
vision, sure, but we still have to experience it.
I'm in blue.
Every day, we face the future as if it were the present. It's indistinguishable from reality, and it's awful. So even if we are friends forever, I'll still lose you all the time. Who cares if it's another world or universe?
You so
Feelings are
No.
all real. Wow. He nailed it.
I guess I never thought of it like
So
that
in
before. Even if we learn the origin of these visions, they'll still happen every day. They exist alongside the truth, and probably will even empower it.
Though I have to say, we should probably change the subject. This whole thing seems like a recipe for depression. Let's not sabotage our night out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
True. And honestly, thanks for your input, Delta. I know that you were only trying to help out.
Oh, I know. I didn't tell him it's fine. It's true though. Wasn't my place to speak about
Oh my
Komorebi.
god, these seats are glitchy as fuck.
Building off what that lecture metaphor says, I should be sitting and listening.
Whoa! Didn't expect such a big lineup.
Oh. Around the
Hey,
corner,
I
I see the
actually
nightclub
lasted
for the first time.
much longer than I thought it would.
For some reason, it looks exactly how I expected it would. But Isaac was right. The
That
lineup
was
was
a terrible
massive.
time to
I
play.
thought you said they canceled the event.
They did.
That was
I
a
guess this is
terribly
just
time
the
to
kind
play
of traffic they
because the
get.
board was
It is
right
the
by
most
my
popular
side.
club in town, after all.
Yeah.
That was me.
Hopefully, it's earned that
No, no,
title.
no, I meant
Any
when
chance
he
your
found-
friend can help with the
How
line?
long are you doing this for? I don't know.
I
Well,
think
Ghost
he
is getting
did,
off after
actually.
this, but
Let me go
I
talk to the
think
person
we'll
at the door.
Keep going for another 2-3 hours.
Isaac motions for us to wait as he approaches the club.
Ghost, do a talk.
No, I don't think I will.
We stand around and exchange glances with one another.
Hey, it's about to be 2 minutes.
Trust me, if I do a taunt,
Dante
I will
looks worried
die.
and inches closer to me.
He's over here.
You know, I was serious about what I said.
If I do a taunt, I will die.
He has to be over here.
Your counselor isn't supposed to talk about that kind of stuff. If you reported him, you might be able to get cleared as a patient.
If I taunt him, it will give me 100% away.
All right, Nari. Have a good night.
Someone has to be hiding near this exit.
I should. It seems extremely
Well, I
unfair.
Some of the pings aren't, like,
I
directly
doubt that
on
reporting him would
the
get him cleared. Or get me cleared.
Like for I was trying to find a Kari and
Probably just transfer me over to someone else. I'm already making progress with them, so I can't do that.
So you moved.
Starting all over within the council would be
No, I haven't
super
looked back
tedious.
in. I'm not lying.
Dante nods as I speak to my thoughts. He seems to understand.
Well, sometimes these things benefit other people.
Kari, I'm buying you time.
You might be fine, but he is still breaking the rules. That could be harmful. It's not a good thing to fill people's heads with nonsense, especially in
Red
therapy.
theaters.
Therapy's just a place to experience
Do we have to
what you
go
may or
out
may not
there to
know.
win?
That's the only way for you guys to
Here's a
win, yeah.
point.
Oh,
Alright,
that
can we...
sucks.
Before we can talk any further, Isaac returns.
Good news! We get to skip the line.
Heck yeah.
Woo! And all of a sudden, your friend is back in my good books.
Aw. The group instantly skyrockets. Winning a long line would honestly kill the flow of our evening. Thankfully, Isaac's friend planned around that.
Well then, what kind of drink should we order first?
Screwdriver. Question lingers as we make our way inside the club. A few people complain that we're able to skip the line. It's kind of flattering. I have no idea how to feel about this, but it makes me feel important and special.
Up here.
Damn it. I did it. Did it. I win.
No, I clip scene.
the coin.
Tequila!
Da-na-da-na-na-na-da.
I don't even think
Da-na-da-na-na-na-da.
No, we
Trash is
can't.
in the room.
Da-na-da-na-na-na-na.
You can't shoot through the room.
Da-na-da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Na-na. Da-da-da-da-da. Tequila.
First prop win.
Actually, you know what?
That's the
I'll show
last
you
rep.
where I'll show you where I was hiding before I get
Tequila.
And trust me, whenever y'all see where I was hiding, you'll realize why I didn't.
Dante
know
quickly
the
downs a shot, signaling me and Taylor to do the same.
Nah, taunt should be
Isaac
mandatory
scurried off to
whenever it's
prepare
over.
whatever needed to be
Oh,
prepared.
The door open.
As always, you remain tight-lipped till the very end.
I'm so ready to pay for this in the morning.
You're gonna fall over.
I guess we're just gluttons for punishment.
Maybe.
Masochism to the max.
How about we grab another round and go
Just
sit
get-
down? At this rate, it could be hours before Isaac comes back.
Sounds good to me.
I'm here.
Hey, barkeep! 3 more tequila shots, please. And it should be covered.
Is there
We're
any
part
way
of Isaac's group.
that you can change the thing you chose in the beginning?
Yeah, you have to hit L2.
Bartender shrugs and says they have no idea what we're talking about.
Okay.
There are no reservations or
Okay.
holds in this place for someone by the name of
Okay,
Isaac.
see, this is what I did. I did this.
With some stuff happening on second floor, but not down here.
Oh,
The second floor?
You should
The
have
VIP
fucking
section?
And I was
Yeah.
Trying to face each other, a little wide-eyed.
One of these things.
Taylor leans in
Yeah,
and starts
bro,
whispering.
there was no fucking
That's
way you
amazing
could've
and all, but
seen
who's
it.
paying for these?
No, you could
We're
have.
already preparing the next round of shots.
I'll get it. Don't worry. I got a bit of an advance from my publisher. Just don't let them know I wasted it on booze.
Alright, Ghost, you
I'm
made
sure
a
they're used to
promise.
hearing that,
Go over
Dante.
to the
What is
exit
a writer
and
if
say
not an
that.
alcoholic in disguise?
Maybe save the trash talk until after you're treated.
Oh, yeah.
If I just pay for me and Delta, you'll get kicked out.
Nah,
And
you
suddenly
just
I was
stay there.
joking.
Come over.
You're the best friend ever, I swear.
Sure.
Bartender places 3 shot glasses in front of us. In turn, Dante lays his phone in front of the scanner. Transaction completed. The transaction was completed, and we grabbed the shots.
Hey, follow me. I know exactly where we can sit. And thanks a million, Dante. I really mean it. Someday I'll find a way to repay you.
You could stop making fun of my career, for one.
Like I said, someday I'll find a way to repay you.
Follow Taylor as we talk, and eventually find an empty table. Making sure not to spoil the shots, and place them down as we sit.
Speaking of which, is your channel okay, Taylor?
I'm ready.
Well, actually, it's pretty great.
I'm ready.
You seem pretty scared about those shots. Like you couldn't spare the $60.
What the?
Leave from over here.
What? Huh? Oh, that was too loud. That was too loud. Can't yell. Excuse me. Hold on. Turn the music down.
It's time for the music to get turned down.
The reason why I gotta ask is $60? $20 a shot?
Where I am.
Look in Discord.
Actually, no. Wait, hold on.
Oh, we're gonna have to go to stream.
Is that $60 a either that's $20 a shot, totaling to 60, or that's $60 a shot?
So within
What tequila is worth
$60?
$60?
I get you in. Really good tequila. I would drink. If it was $60, it better go down butter smooth.
Damn well better. It better taste like the heavens themselves poured it for
I don't
you.
even see you. What?
What happened?
Oh,
Nothing happened. Just
bottle on the run. Bottle on the run.
Yeah, my goodness.
I don't like spending money if I can avoid it.
Yes.
And there's no point in spending it if someone else will
is
treat
in
me.
Here, by the way.
That's kind of why I agreed to do this nightclub thing from the start.
You a bitch.
I like me free drinks too.
Fucking.
Makes sense you rely on handouts. Now I know why the donate button takes up your entire page.
Damn.
Bigger is better, as they say. But it's not just donations, Dante. I have one of the highest sub counts on the platform.
Really? I guess I don't watch you too much. I wasn't paying attention when I guessed it either.
You gave yourself entirely away.
It's true. Your boy is making history. When I get a book deal,
What the
maybe
fuck
you
was
can
that?
help me out. Oh, on that note, how's your latest project going?
Kari.
What the heck was that noise?
That was Kari.
That's Kari.
Kari? Oh yeah, I forgot to put Kari in the... Hold on, I'll fix that.
Akari don't talk. Akari just
Meow.
Meows.
Oh wait. Kari's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she left.
Oh. So that was her leaving. Okay. I didn't have them in because I didn't know if they would want to be on stream.
That was a good hiding spot. I'm not gonna lie.
Roo.
Wait, hold on.
Thank you.
I don't know the name of that thing, but I know that thing. It's adorable.
Oh, hello. Yinru.
Yinru? Wait,
Alright, the
It's
this
Rue.
the proto Roo.
How you doing, bud?
The Proot is not here right now. Give moment.
If they start talking more, I guess like I'll add them onto my stream.
At a snail's pace, but at least it's moving. I took a couple days off to celebrate Delta's arrival, especially tomorrow. You know, hangover day.
Can't enjoy the highs without the lows. But don't worry, I'll make us some mimosas in the morning. Sometimes the best way to cure a hangover is to drink more.
Yeah, fair enough.
I refuse to believe that.
Oh shoot, I gotta update
In
this
a
game.
way, drinking a little bit more, it does help with the hangover sometimes. Not recommended.
You're a loss. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's have a little toast to the unknown.
Some into the unknown.
It's not unknown. It's literally not true.
Taylor shrugs and grabs a shot glass. We down the next shot of tequila. It's a little gross.
How long is the update gonna be, Rue?
Say about too much of a good thing.
Well, maybe I'll believe
My
you and
internet should take
get a
like
big
5
breakfast
minutes.
instead. My contract doesn't want me drinking too much anyways.
Wait, they control what you do?
You say that like it's abnormal, man. There's always somebody on top of us that tells us what to do. Though I can think of a few scenarios where that wouldn't be too bad.
I want you to know that I got
So
your
how's the new
joke.
season? I
It
didn't
just
know this
wasn't
was,
good.
you know.
I haven't even.
Well, I'm no
started-
writer,
we haven't
just an
even done a
entertainer.
battle royale yet.
I kind of do what you do,
Yeah.
but with
Yeah,
less
just in the party
elegance.
modes.
Basically, get paid to vocalize my thoughts all
Just straight
day.
up playing random stuff.
I'm surprised people pay
Yours
for that.
doesn't like,
I didn't pay a thing, and I still want a refund after listening to you.
Damn.
Well, there's a market for everything. It doesn't have to be good.
It's not
I mean,
for him,
look
you
at how
know,
many copies
so
your novels
they
have sold.
We
get
give
it.
the other game modes a chance.
Dante laughs and shares a big smile with Taylor.
I honestly have no comeback for that one. You win this round, but I'll get you next time.
Oh
I'm
my
looking
God,
forward
they
to
have
it.
Among
You're
Us
always a
in the game?
worthy opponent. Any idea what's taking Isaac so long, by the way? He hasn't said a thing in the group
wow.
chat since he
Come
left.
on, guys.
Blue.
Playing Amogus.
Blue.
We gotta
Blue.
play Among Us.
Blue.
We gotta
Blue.
play. Okay. To be more specific,
Awa.
we gotta play Among Us.
Well,
right
we
around
know he's upstairs
sundown.
now. He's probably making the VIP section look pretty for us. Guess that gives me time for a much-needed bathroom break.
Thrown out work there.
Giving me and Delta some alone time, huh?
Burp.
I'd never torture my friends like that. I just gotta go.
Smirks for
Is
me
it-
before
again,
leaving the
is it
table.
First person.
An awkward silence follows. I
I
look
have
around the
no
club.
idea.
Something feels different about tonight. It's not just the alcohol. Feels like I'm actually getting to know these people. When I first arrived, it was clear that they were putting on an act. Don't blame them. First impressions are often important. But the second impression can be even more important in my books.
Why is it?
The
Okay, now it's
person you
loading
see when the courtesies start to fade. Not a bad thing in any way. It means they're getting used to me.
There
Guess
we
this
go.
silence isn't as bad. Time to get my thoughts.
What are you laughing about over there?
Gather thoughts.
Herbert,
Isaac?
did you ask me something?
Dante.
Huh?
Taylor.
Interact with each upon interacting with all three.
Huh?
Hey!
Drew,
Get your head out of the clouds!
Huh?
Blue.
We finally get to hang out alone and you zone out?
Huh?
If I didn't know any better, I'd take it as an insult.
It's not.
Shake my head and
stopping.
apologize. In retrospect, it was kind of rude.
You mean a lot to Isaac. He's made that very clear. And from what I've experienced, you do seem pretty awesome. Well, since he's taking his sweet time, how about we chat for a bit?
This better be done a little
It's
bit.
true.
because
Did have more than enough time
I
to
want to
chat.
play Pokemon.
Isaac is being slow, and I
I
saw
know
the
for a
bathroom
fact
light up
that
waiting Dante.
We get
Lean
a
back in the
TV
chair
fighter.
and try to make myself more comfortable.
Yeah, whatever.
Seems like I'll be sitting here for a while longer yet.
Experience heart-to-heart fragment. Taylor 1.
Yes.
Hold on. Just let me move over there. There we go. Much better.
Oh, damn. Does he know it's a game? Turned to face Taylor, immediately making things more personal. This was the first time we ever been alone, buzzed, and in an obnoxiously loud club. What a perfect time to get to know each other. Yeah, the best. Awkward smile between the two of us marks the start of our conversation. I was warned about his drunken behavior, so I kind of know what to expect.
You know, I'm pretty proud of that sass-off I had with Dante. Usually he can pin me down, but I'm getting better on my feet. A quick wit can beat a sharp mind any day of the
I
week.
could play like one game without me.
But a few shots of booze can easily bring that wit to a full stop.
I think I can
Considering that, I think I handled
when it's
myself
on,
pretty well. Maybe one of these days you and I can go head-to-head.
This is private, yeah? Yeah, it says private. Okay.
Flirt. Blue. Blue. Blue.
Yep.
What? Should I continue to flirt?
Yes. Flirt with them all.
Really? That's the best you've got?
Have sex with every single one of them.
I made him blush. I made the bunny blush.
Yay. He looks adorable when he does that.
Yes, he does.
To be fair, all of them look adorable when you fluster them.
Yes,
It's a very well drawn game.
it is.
I'm not opposed to it, but you gotta work on your game. The ice is already broken, Delta. Swim a little deeper.
Oh, you want me sweeping in you? We exchange a smile again, but it's much less awkward.
Oh well.
It's probably for
If
the
it's
best since I
done,
assume
yeah,
we'll
we
be
should.
close friends.
First to 40
This group
wins.
seems super tight knit, getting close to one mint, getting close to all.
You know, before you came along, I was the newest member of the group.
Oh?
It's been that way for a couple years, but now we have some new blood. I get to look at you through the same lens they used to judge me.
Damn.
Oh, but don't worry. I like what I see.
Oh?
Man.
Good bunny.
So, do you move around a lot? Or will you be here long term?
No.
Guess it just depends on how things
Ah, so you're flexible. Good to know.
Yep.
Oh, I'm definitely flexible.
The reason I ask is because I used to move around all the time,
Oh, gosh.
from one place to another. The system
my
always
gosh.
kept me mobile.
Really?
Fiddles with a shot glass in front of him.
So, this whole fresh start thing,
Man,
I know what it's like.
I shot
I
like the-
brag
the
about having more
metal
practice,
thing
but
in
that's
front
not
of
really
me.
a good thing. Moving around made it really hard to keep a stable group of friends. When I got my first phone, though, everything changed. Making friends and keeping in touch when I move away? Priceless. I guess I also made some pretty good jokes. Got a lot of followers. So when I decided to start streaming, I already had an audience. The transition from hobbyist to full-time job happened almost overnight.
Man, was
I bought a
supposed to
house
be
here,
involved, too.
settled down, and then met the rest of the group. And now I'm sitting here with you. That's the story of Taylor.
Oh my god.
You'll have to forgive me. I'm not one to really open up like this. But when you talk to strangers all day, you kind of need to hold back. Oh, don't get me wrong. I love my viewers more than anything, and yeah, there's a lot of regulars, but
It's not 80.
it all feels so surface level, you know? I'll never bond with them like I did with Isaac and Dante.
I've killed only once.
Guess I'm just one of
What?
those quality over quantity guys. Kind of ironic that I chose a field where numbers mean everything then. Can't complain too much though. I guess I do have the best of both worlds.
God damn it, bro.
It's odd to see someone so successful have gripes with their life. But I guess nothing can be positive all the time. Even stardom has its drawbacks.
I'm glad we got to have some time to ourselves, Delta. Even if it felt like I did most of the talking, I think I needed that. I talk to people all the time, but it's rarely about anything real. How about you join me at my place next week? We can have a blast tonight and pick this up next time. Maybe I'll even let you guest on my stream, if you're nice.
Aww.
Oh, and we'll have a lot more privacy there. Feel free to take that one however you will.
Blue.
Yes.
That blue.
Blue. Did you hear?
No.
Blue.
No, I can't hear them. Okay.
Look at the line.
Ooh. Okay, we're starting to get some progress.
Yeah, I will say this. I double checked. The game does not have sex.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Really?
Yeah, sadly, the game does not have sex, even though the characters look so well drawn.
That's what you all are.
So it is
Counted-
TOS
that counted
safe.
for me.
It is TOS safe.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's a positive thing, but
He smirks at me, and I give him a quick nod. There's no reason
Oh my
why I
gosh,
shouldn't
you're-
work to agree. Cried nightclub isn't the best place to form a bond. Guess it depends what you're looking for, actually.
You fucking joking.
Right now, I had no interest in extending my
You
reach beyond the
should've
group.
died.
Even though I've known Isaac for
No.
years, I'm getting to know him all over again. It's a good thing,
Oh
though.
my god.
It was an adventure that I was happy to embark on.
I'm going to lose.
Getting to know these people, their quirks, can only happen
Why do I
once.
lose? 'Cause I got a fucking
One day,
sniper.
I'd definitely look back on this and wish I could relive it all.
You really are the master of daydreaming, huh?
Y'all just doing stupid
Well,
shit.
I guess all of this could be pretty overwhelming.
Stupid shit,
New
Tyler.
city, new friends, new everything, really. I'll try not to add to the pile, so don't worry. Well, except for tonight, I
can already
can't
hear
make
the
that
clip.
promise.
Why
This club is a new experience for all of us, not just you.
Notice Dante returned from the bathroom in the corner of my eye.
You took one.
He sees I'm distracted and turns back.
Hey, it's about time! Delta was almost boring me to death.
Taylor.
In this game?
Whoa, he's insulting you.
Just so you know, that means he has a crush.
Aww.
Wow, really?
Sits down and plays with the empty shot glass in front of him.
Sorry I took so long, by the way. Some guy tried to sell me
What type of
drugs.
shotgun is
Sounds
that?
about right.
Ooh, did you buy enough for all of us?
Damn.
Dude, drugs are bad.
Oh, all right. And how many energy drinks have you had today?
Yes, caffeine, the most easily abusable drug.
2.
Aww.
Oh, yes. There's the double
Alright, you're
standard.
booting up the
Can't
game.
say I didn't warn you about that contest, man.
Chance.
It was just a ploy to create new
I
addicts,
have
nothing
no
more.
idea what I'm getting myself
Yeah,
into.
I heard you the first 1,000 times.
Be worried
they're gonna
that
be
they're
like-
fighting, but I know you better than that.
Oh my god!
Just how they get along. They hate each other. They wouldn't talk at all. It's about to continue, but Isaac startles all of us with his unexpected return.
Hey, looks like everything is good to go. Come with me. We're going somewhere special.
Ooh.
You mean the
Such-
VIP
such
section?
aggression.
Aw, what? How'd you know?
Oh
The
my God,
bartender
really?
down here gave it away. Said the only thing going
No!
on tonight was upstairs.
Buzzkill.
You're the only buzzkill here, man. Keeping us in the dark until the last possible second?
All right, fine. Let's just go and have some fun.
What
That's
is
all you
this?
ever had to say, Isaac. Maybe start with that one next
Oh
time.
my god. And also, that's exactly how I felt when you killed
Y'all get up
me with
and
that
start to
same
follow Isaac.
shotgun. I do not like this weird-ass crossroads.
How do I-
Post with a
I'm not sure what he wanted to hide, but kind of backfired on him.
Oh my
If he
god.
wanted to hype something up for
That's
my
so
benefit,
bullshit.
he
You
didn't
hit
need
me
to.
Twice. I hit you once. You're
God.
done.
This is terrible, what?
Oh,
Teabag.
Oh.
I could have been fine with no outing at all and just staying at home. But at least if this went well, I'd make another new friend. Isaac is a good judge of characters, so I bet I'll meet someone cool.
Okay.
At least everyone he's introduced me to so far has been pretty awesome. With slight anxiety, we ascend to the stairs to a floor reserved just for us.
Oh my gosh, really? Fuck both of you. Tag teaming me like that.
I have to admit, that does make me feel a little special. Like scene or fragment time.
you're having such a bad time with the sword.
Next scene.
Why
We
did
ascend
you
the stairs
survive?
and my anticipation rises
I
alongside
don't
me.
know.
Never been
Hey,
treated to something
Root-
like this
Root
before, so I'm
finally
grateful. I only hope that I'm able to express that properly to our new friend. A friend of Isaac's is a friend of mine, at least in theory. Any addition to the group dynamic has the chance of growing sour. However, I decided to be optimistic in the face of what could go wrong.
Well, I'm sorry for the
What?
secrecy,
No, I'm gonna
but
be last again.
here we are.
Holy
I
fuck,
didn't
bro.
want to reveal what was happening until the last minute.
Good at it.
Sometimes a surprise is necessary.
Oh my god, I
Just
can't hit.
felt like
Single
one of
shot.
those days.
You stole my kill.
Dude, we just talked about how the surprise
What
is
did you
ruined.
do? Like,
I mean, it's not really
you
a
were
surprise if
almost-
everyone
you
knows
almost
but
killed me.
us.
That's
Even that
not true.
part-time bartender was in on this thing.
I missed like
Yeah,
an
but
entire
I value the
mag.
look on your face more than theirs. That's why I kept it a
Wow,
secret
really?
from you and not the staff. Good or bad, a surprise is still a new experience, right?
That's the logic you're using to save face?
Fuck you, one
Don't even
shot.
get me started on how bad that is. Just admit the fact you handled this wrong right from the start.
You don't know this, 'cause this is
Hey,
some
hey, hey,
bullshit.
don't speak too soon.
Sword.
Look, I promise you'll understand why I've been acting so weird. There were a bunch of other people involved, and a lot of strings attached.
Some good damage.
Strings?
Oh my god.
A bunch of other
Can't
people?
fucking kill him.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
you,
wasn't the
Blue.
only one who
Fuck
wanted
you
to
and your
keep things
fucking
secret.
soul.
I was only playing by the rules that made everyone
Hi.
comfortable. Also, I was legally bound. There were
I like this game. I like
forms
this game.
involved.
Yeah, because the law always keeps you in line.
Is this about my mods again? They're legal. I'm being honest for once. Just trust me. Please.
Said every liar ever.
Bro, when the police come knocking, you can rub it in my face. But right now, the ball is in my court, and I plan
Wow,
to serve.
This sniper sucks.
Oh, a sportsman all of a sudden. You're acting so weird, like you're trying to be cool. Do not continue this.
And suddenly it all falls into place. He just wants to impress his new boyfriend.
Aww.
His new what?
Then the man pokes his head out, having knelt behind the bar.
Sorry,
What are
I was
these?
just
What the
organizing
hell?
these bottles. Didn't
These
expect the
crossbows
selection
are
to be so
Terrible. Yes,
artistic.
those are 2 crossbows.
Blue. Blue.
Yes.
Look.
Wait, hold up. Does the gun game demotion thing is that applied here?
No, unfortunately not. I wish.
Maybe.
Blue is cute and nerdy.
Ah,
Look
come
at
on, no!
Bad.
look at him, Blue.
This common SMG is so fucking bad.
Blue.
You bitch!
Blue.
You Fortnite pro!
Look at him. He's cute
There
and
we
nerdy.
go.
Yes, it's really cute.
Wine is the one that gets better with age, right?
right here.
Well,
Yeah, you could ask Isaac that one. He's pretty old.
Damn.
oh, really?
Oh,
Oh,
guess
what
that's
is
why
this?
he's finer than you.
Large weapon?
Oh, never mind. I'm already out.
Burn.
Are you sassing me?
I came prepared.
We all laugh and we're close to the bar. Isaac's friend looks familiar, but I can't figure
Wow,
it.
you just gonna steal my kill and run away?
Rather than dwell on that, I simply thank him for his
Yes.
generosity.
No
That is what I
problem.
shall do.
I was actually supposed to do a signing up
We
here.
ran by
I'm
someone.
guessing Isaac told you about the event that was canceled?
Just smacked them and
Thankfully,
ran
we still
away.
had the venue booked, so I made use of it.
Signing?
Yeah, he has a following.
Suddenly, I hear a high-pitched scream behind us. It was obviously Taylor, but when we turn around, he acts oblivious. Let's a deep breath and places his hands together.
I am composed.
Aww.
Exploding.
The bunny's
Oh, wow.
embarrassed.
Really?
The bunny is fangirling. The bunny is fangirling.
What?
What
Blue.
the fuck is this?
Blue, alert.
No, no.
Yes.
The bunny is fangirling.
What the? What is this
That's
gun?
a new noise. Please never make it again.
No, make the noise over and over. I want to hear.
I am so
Taylor
sorry.
noise the bait and steps in close to the bar.
Sorry, I didn't really recognize you. I'm Taylor, and apparently I'm also an idiot.
Michael Bay movie.
Nah, don't worry. You're not an idiot. You'd be surprised how accurate those old comic books can be. Put on some glasses, change your hair, and nobody can recognize you.
God. How are you so good at this?
I can't hide that voice, though. We were just listening to you
said
before
that?
we walked over here. I guess the whole surprise thing makes
Ender.
more sense now.
Wait. I know you.
Oh my god. This...
Dante's eyes wave
I don't like Funlock.
wide as he approaches a sudden realization.
And I know you too.
No!
Can you sign some stuff for me?
Well, I have some spare copies of my books back at home.
Bold of you to assume I didn't bring my own.
No, no,
I've been a fan since day one.
no.
Even have a first edition copy of Forlorn. And Taylor, I love your streams. Great company for those long
What is
trips.
this?
I'm able to piece together the evidence. It's Clace. Listening to his music just a few hours ago while we pre-gamed.
What?
What the fuck is
Knew enough to know that he was a person
it's
of
a
note in
shot.
music
This
industry.
is so bad.
Wow, didn't know we had any idols
I'm not
lurking in
having fun with
chat.
this,
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I tell a
what
lot
I
of people
do-
about
I
your
just
channel
kinda aim
too.
for the feet.
You should let me
So I
join
guess,
you
like,
as a
when it
guest
doesn't
while I'm
hit,
in
it just
town.
starts to scatter.
Sure. How long are you in for?
Well, a couple months, probably. Unless something comes up. I'll be easy to find, though. Isaac is gonna add me to the group chat.
Sounds good to me. So,
Having such a
what are the
bad
plans
time
for
with this
tonight?
thing.
Well, no.
Oh, so
Yes!
interesting. They
Fucking
arranged the
finally!
collab. We've seen crossovers like that,
I'm
and
off
they
it.
always end up in the news. A streamer and an idol playing games together. Everybody loves it.
Where the fuck did you go?
Not really familiar with the content of any of these people.
What? No.
Dante's novels, Taylor streams,
Oh, you're
and
on the
Clace's
flip-flop.
music. Never heard of them. Oh no!
No, you're not.
Yeah,
You're way higher than me.
I knew that was going to change, and at this rate, I'd be
Oh,
changing
Rin's
no.
right
fast.
behind you.
Figured we'd each grab a bottle and just hang out.
Is this,
Trust me,
what
the
is this
couches up
gun?
here are
I have
super
not-
comfortable.
Oh,
Oh, and
I mean,
Isaac,
what
we still
gun
on for
is
Sunday?
that? Oh, charge shotgun?
Oh.
How does this work?
Yeah, of course.
oh,
What?
it ain't a charge
You
shotgun.
can charge it for more range and accuracy, or you can just.
What's happening on Sunday? He's moving in with us.
I'm so
Oh
lost on
my
these
goodness!
You know,
The apartment got smaller.
Every season.
What?
guns. The
Surprise!
last I used any some of these
Aw.
guns
Now I know why you kept all of this a secret.
was when
Can't have any objections if nobody knows anything.
How did you?
It's not like that. Okay, maybe it's kind of like that, but you should see the look on your face.
what
Worth it?
the I have a
So, what do you want to drink? I think I'll grab a bottle of fancy wine.
have a crystal gun.
Same. We've already had
Something
everything
about
else.
it.
And it looks like those
Second
bottles are
place
pretty
looks like you're,
expensive.
like, 2
Let's
years
not
late.
drink too much, though.
Oh
Don't want
my
to run his
God.
tab through the roof.
Oh, feel free.
I
It's all
hate
bought
this
out, so
gun.
don't let it go to waste. You can even grab a few to take home if you want.
Taylor steps forward and places his hands on Clace's shoulders.
Fuck
You
guys.
are my best friend.
I wonder if it's a different
Blue.
set of weapons this time.
Blue.
if it's not.
I fucking hope
I
Blue.
because that
get
to work.
stuck on
Blue.
the sword gun.
Why am I morphed to the ground?
Hold on.
Yeah, you
Oh,
see
that's
that?
adorable.
Oh yeah, they're different weapons.
Blue. Blue.
First to 40 wins. Oh no.
Taylor has switched from fangirling to saying that this dude is
How
his
can
best
you
friend.
shoot me straight? I can't even control it.
Because dude bought him all of the wine. Like all of the alcohol.
Hang on.
Chuckles and grabs a bottle of wine he was holding earlier.
Finally,
Let's
go
take a
fuck
seat
yourself.
and see if we can make that mutual, alright?
Oh my god! That takes like a year to fucking go down.
You rack it again.
Scene change? Or fragment?
No.
Scene
Oh
change.
yeah, that makes sense.
He's right here.
What do you mean?
Holds a deck of cards, but not the kind you'd expect.
Oh my
Card game made
god!
for a night of drinking with peculiar
I
questions.
start a fight.
Nothing held
How the
back.
fuck do
Talk
you
about what's going
win?
off deep end for the first impression.
Looks like this one's for Taylor. At least, I think it suits him the best.
Yeah? What is it?
Let's see here. What's the pettiest thing you've ever done?
Ooh,
Skin,
good
if I'm
question.
not mistaken.
Oh,
Yeah.
easy. You mean today or...
Stalling
What
rule.
is this? Oh my god.
Objection sustained. You can't answer a question with another question. That defeats the entire purpose of the game, Taylor.
Why did we make you the judge again?
Just be thankful you didn't make me the executioner, man. Either way, stalling rule dictates that we get to ask another question. And not only that, but it doesn't have to be from a card. We can make it up.
Oh. And if I refuse to answer?
Shot.
Oh, what a terrible punishment. Not like I've been doing that all day anyway. Can I just take 2 shots and avoid this altogether?
No.
Finally.
Objection sustained. Let's take it from the top. What's the pettiest thing you've ever done?
Oh my
Taylor
god.
places his head in his hands and sighs.
You're all really out
Fucking
here trying to
hell, this
ruin me.
sniper is the absolute worst.
Just promise you won't repeat
Oh, I
this.
love this sniper.
It's
This is actually one of my favorites.
embarrassing.
Aww.
Remember,
I
sworn to
shot
secrecy.
Ian like twice.
All right.
Shot me,
Well,
like, twice and then
I was
like,
dating
like,
this
like,
guy.
oh, okay.
He was cool, I guess.
Yes,
We'd
exactly.
hang out and watch TV shows all day. It got to the point where I enjoyed the TV shows more than him. And you know my motto, don't spend money if you don't have to.
Yeah.
I ended up dating him for a year
Go
before actually
Stoke,
calling it off.
yes. The
Gave me time
only
to
way
watch
to
what I
kill
wanted.
you is
No
that amount of
subscriptions.
Oh my
money.
god, you can't melee?
You all exchange glances, a little shocked.
Oh my god.
That's foul, man.
You stayed with a dude just to watch his TV. That's cold, man.
What is this weapon?
That's cold.
Hold up.
Hey now, we
Oh,
all do
come
stupid
on.
things when we're
You
young.
were in my sight.
Young? This was just last month. But come on. You saw the new season of Insomnia Cafe. Don't tell me you wouldn't do the same. It was so good.
A man-child. We're in the company of a literal man-child.
Seems like it.
Like your answers would be any better. I have dirt on all of you.
I can't
Keep
do
that in
Revolver.
mind.
Oh, you've made a big mistake now. Trash talking when we get to ask whatever we want.
In that case, I'm gonna go with Delta. I know you wouldn't put me on the spot too bad. And my liver hurts, so I'd prefer a question I can answer.
Can he do that?
Yeah, reversal rule. He either elects someone or we spin a bottle. Gives him a chance to minimize his embarrassment.
Come on!
Delta,
Why?
don't minimize anything. Throw him under the bus just like he does to us. We'll finally give him a taste of his own snarky medicine.
Everybody looks at me. I guess I have to decide on what to ask Taylor.
No.
A bunch of questions flood the forefront of my mind and I focus. Thankfully, I've been gathering my thoughts. I'm ready for this.
Trevor, you're in the
Okay,
lead.
let's see. What
I know.
What are your last 10 pages in your browser history? Oh, damn.
Oh my god! Fucking Croucher.
Who do you currently have a crush on? What is your biggest regret? Who is the most attractive person here? Oh, this is a good question.
No, I can't.
No.
Oh, okay, is this a good question?
Wow.
Have you ever cheated on a significant other?
Never.
I find that exceptionally hard to believe.
Dude,
What
I
is
know
this
I'm bad, but
revolver with a
I'm not that
scope?
bad. I make it clear with everyone I date that I'm a free spirit. They get the same courtesy too. Complete freedom.
Huh. I guess that makes sense.
Trevor, that's
Yeah, that's why I keep saying all of us should date. We seem to have a pretty good group dynamic going on.
All of
Oh my
us?
god.
I don't know about that one, man.
I should have hit
Where's
you
the
so many
downside?
fucking times.
Yeah, you'd be my boyfriend, so that's a big one there. Besides, I prefer the camp of people you haven't dated. More exclusive.
Damn.
Ah, ferocious. Don't worry, Dante. I'll break the ice
Oh my God,
eventually.
I'm gonna get stuck on here forever.
I'll exchange glasses. Ensure what happens next.
That's my fate. That's my
Double
fate.
question way through
I'm
wrenching
calling it
momentum.
here.
Before continuing, Clay's coughs to get all our attention.
I went last, so that means Delta's next. But no more freedom. Gotta stick to what's in your hand. And Taylor isn't allowed to be questioned until after his next turn.
Time with this shitty-ass gun.
I nodded and looked at the cards in my hand.
Fuck this gun.
Doesn't
Fuck
seem like each
no.
one would fit a specific person.
No.
Clay's targeted Taylor, so I try to stay with my next move.
What is that thing?
Let's
Rube?
see.
I don't know.
Clay's what fact by yourself? Do you hide from others? Isaac,
Wow,
if your
this
life was
sounds
a
awful.
sitcom, who would get the most laughs? Describe the
What
most
is
attractive
that?
part of everyone's.
A proximity
presence.
launcher, apparently.
Let's ask Clay's a personal question.
Ooh, interesting. These questions are actually pretty good.
Yeah, some decent ones.
I was hoping for something a little harder, actually.
Oh, he's blushy.
Wait, what exactly can
my
you hide
gosh,
from other people?
no!
You're a pop star. The press is on your every move.
Oh god. Okay.
Well, there are a couple places they can't follow me.
It is
Mainly
not a
into business
proximity
meetings or the
launcher.
bedroom.
The bedroom, huh?
Damn.
Taylor, no.
Was he a
We're gonna
logic
focus on
reader
the business
below?
part.
I don't
Most
like
people don't know this, but I'm pretty difficult to work with.
That's just another way of saying stubborn, right?
A sugar-coated way, yeah. I mean, I usually know what I want to do with my music, so that means fighting off the label. They want their claws in everything.
So you fight to keep your artistic integrity.
Among other things, yeah.
Okay,
I
go.
fought
Okay,
for
Blue,
6 months to
fuck
get this
you.
vacation.
Fucking go on
That's
my-
wild.
like a little-
Wait, there's
Yeah,
nothing stubborn about sticking to your values. When my publisher suggests something I don't like, I just say no.
And they don't get mad at you?
Right there.
And
Nope.
Rue stole that kill from me.
I was
Oh!
concerned for a moment.
Damn.
Why, does your label...
Clay looks embarrassed and rubs the back of his head.
I think I'm just too sensitive sometimes. At least that's what they say.
I see.
Aw. Small silence ensues before Clay continues the game.
Looks like Taylor is
You weren't
next.
even looking at me!
That means your
No!
immunity is worn off, too.
Oh, sweet. It's time to get my revenge.
Bring it on, dude. I'm sure I'll never recover.
Oh, I didn't reload?
Taylor inspects
Okay,
his
cool.
cards and whines audibly.
Do not try and reload cancel.
Not fair! All of these are so wholesome!
Wow, this
Can I
is
just
awesome.
swap cards with somebody else?
Aww.
No, it won't kill you to be wholesome for once.
You're wholesome.
It really
Oh,
might.
Come on.
Aww.
Hey, make your move before I call the stalling rule.
Ah, fine, fine.
No
Let's see
doubt.
here. Tell us about an embarrassing fact or
I'm
experience.
literally about to call my fucking,
At least this one has
Wi-Fi
potential to be
company
juicy.
and ask them why the fuck doesn't cut out at this time
That one
period.
seems like revenge to me, man. Clace, no need to answer if you don't want to.
Started again so
Oh, it's
fucking
fine. I just don't know
furious.
my answer yet. I'm no stranger to scandals, so this casts a pretty
Every
wide net.
time, at this
Go ahead.
specific
Take your time.
I have to worry
But
about
not
my
too
Wi-Fi
much.
cutting out.
Remember, the rules apply to you too.
Colin asked about it.
Are you sure you don't want help with this one? I know you had some pictures and videos leaked.
Taylor!
Oh, yeah, but I killed it in those. Not embarrassing at all.
Come
You
on.
want me to start a timer?
Oh, no need. Just let me figure out how to word it.
Strike a sticky pose before start to speak.
Well, I guess this one is just an embarrassing fact about myself.
Fucking hell.
But I'm pretty sure I owe my entire career to a fluke.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Well, it goes a bit deeper than that. I had my first vision when I was about to turn 13. You know, just like we all did. No real difference.
Yours is ass?
It's hard to say no.
Try having one single shot.
The odds being someone without a vision are low. I can't blame them.
Kill you with it. I want to hear.
There's no real reason to assume that someone at this table
No, I
of
thought you were
5
just
didn't experience
playing.
Komarebi.
But in my vision, I'm older, with a lot more experience. I had a lot of albums out and a lot of songs to pick from.
Who's got
No
some
way.
on top of me? God
Yeah,
damn it.
totally. I got started by stealing songs from my future self.
At least you're
Damn
not
I mean, I
ass.
guess it's not really stealing since I still wrote them.
Oh my
Come on.
gosh, the bootstrap paradox! No!
No.
What is this gun?
Clays is a bootstrap paradox.
But I entered the school's talent show that year with an arsenal. I got scouted right away, and I've been working ever since.
Oh, they made you do all that since you were 13?
God damn it.
Well, they adjusted my courses to incorporate singing and dancing. I wasn't doing more work. The work was just tailored a bit better.
Interesting.
My
I
bad, got
figured you went off to an idol academy or something.
I did, but that came a little later. And you're all milking 10 questions out of one here. Maybe you should be sticking to the rules you were enforcing.
Fair enough. It's just an interesting story.
But a bit embarrassing, so I just keep it to myself. If I told everybody, then the bad press would start flowing. I'd hate to feel like I have to defend myself all the time.
Oh, didn't think of it like that.
Stops to think like he's choosing his next words carefully.
If standing up for yourself was bad press, my reputation would be ruined. Don't let people walk all over you. Others will see the prince and follow suit.
Dante leans forward, a little shocked.
Taylor gave good advice?
so badly.
This really is a special day.
I'm fighting by the life right now.
We all lie as the game continues. I had my doubts at first, but Dante was actually right. This night is proving to be just as special as it will be memorable. I think that's the end scene.
I want the cum gun.
Ow.
Mom's
Man.
my turn with the cum gun.
No? Scene's not over?
No.
Just change scenes.
What is this sniper, man?
Along one of the
Look at
chairs
you.
and stare up at the ceiling.
I can't
Dante
hit
and
it.
Taylor do
Ah,
the same.
I don't know how that hit you.
While Clayton and Isaac lie on the floor.
Then, see,
It was
this
very
is exactly what I
fun,
meant.
but we all
Like,
decided
I
to
have
take
a
a quicker break.
chance.
Hey,
Breather.
Or
how'd you two meet anyway?
But-
This must have taken
I
a
can't
lot
see
of
you.
coordination.
Go away.
Not really.
I don't know.
Yeah, we met on Taylor's
This keeps
stream.
happening.
Nothing crazy. He mentioned he was taking a break from work, so I invited him over.
Does it take forever to
Seriously? I keep a pretty good eye on who's watching my stream. Even if they don't chat, I can still check out the user list. Can't say I ever noticed your name pop up there.
Oh, I don't use that name online. Or my legal name. The agency gave me a spare account so I could be anonymous.
Why is this so
Isaac
hard?
didn't even know who I really was until around a week ago.
Yeah, it's basically a burner account that influential people get. If he went around posting as himself, he'd never have peace of mind. The
You
account
asshole.
basically vanishes if his identity is compromised.
That's right.
You're the
I'm just an
worst.
asshole to
Sounds like
you.
a spy novel.
You know what?
Is that even fair? A license to do whatever you want online?
Well, I'm still subject to changes in my score, so it's not like I use it for evil or anything. It's just an extra layer of security.
I think that's pretty cool. Good to know they care about your safety.
Yeah, totally. They pitched it as a digital security guard. It keeps people at arm's length, but it's not always
Not
good.
faster than a bullet,
Because
but
then I
neither
have to
are you.
deceive people like Isaac. I was worried he'd hate me when I told him the truth. Any way you look at it, I lied to him for ages.
Who's on the last weapon?
Ah, but it's not like you wanted to. And you didn't have any ulterior motives either.
He's on the
True,
last one.
but I still feel a little guilty. So buying out the bar was more like a peace offering. I'd like to get things off to a good start. No secrets between friends.
Why do you run from me? What?
No place for those here.
Nah.
Yeah, not if we plan to be friends forever.
You think
Forever?
Until death, in Isaac's words. We were getting a bit sappy earlier.
Death?
Man, every
Sappy?
Yeah, we're a quirky bunch.
And I don't plan on dying anytime soon. So I hope you're good with being friends for a long while.
Oh, hi. We're in the ground.
Yeah,
Never
of
mind.
course.
Oh my god.
Clay's last, but I can tell he's a little weirded out.
You know,
What is this?
I don't feel like I'm an outsider anymore. That card game really helped me get to know all of you.
Wow, this recoil.
Before you came upstairs, I was worried you'd hate me.
Nah, Isaac is a pretty good judge of character. When he vouched for you, I knew we were in for a good time. He was just being shady about everything until the last minute.
I'm alive.
Yeah, I'll take responsibility for that one. I hope you can understand why we needed some privacy.
He looks to the side. He's a little shy about what he had to
What's
say
up,
next.
Ghost?
I'd also like to request that you offer me more during my stay.
Oh, you bitch.
Of course. So, just to get things straight, you're on a small hiatus from your music career.
Again,
Yeah, just wrapped up my tour,
every
so it seemed
single
fitting.
game I get
And I don't need to start a
forced
new
to
album for a
private
while
game.
yet. Combine both of those facts, and boom, freedom.
We're gonna make the most of it, too. Don't want you looking back on this with any regrets.
There we go.
Man,
Yeah, definitely.
stupid.
Thanks, Isaac, for everything.
Oh my god.
While they talk, I get off the couch and slowly walk away. Let them know that I'm just taking a quick breather. It's been a wild night. As I continue to walk, I hear the last slowly dissipate, replaced by the music. I look off the railing and down to the first floor. Everyone seems to be having a time of their life.
No, please.
Makes me wonder if any of them knew what was going on up here.
Horns. Oh, yeah.
Chaos probably ensued if they knew a place was mere feet away.
You're just gonna kill me, so.
Don't know much
I'm
about
gonna
him,
start
but
a-
I know that
good.
he could easily draw a crowd.
Stop lying to yourself, Carver.
That's probably one of the most
Lying
important
like-
qualities for someone this line of
Lying
work.
myself is how I
Experience
fucking-
heart-to-heart fragment. Place 1.
Yes.
Damn
The
it.
anger they
I
bring.
stand in front of the railing watching the activity of the
So
dance floor.
powerful.
Hasn't been too
Why?
long since I arrived, but I'm starting to feel a sense of home.
Shoot someone? Like,
There's just something about this
26
place
times.
and these people. I feel at ease. I'm even able to establish a rapport with people I've never met.
Who's right here?
It's like the weight has been hindered.
Hello, Gordon.
How did I not let a single
this
shot?
weapon.
The weight that hindered me on my back at home was completely eliminated.
Don't be hiding in ruse
It's
circuits.
gonna be the honeymoon period, of course, but I'm going to enjoy every second. Clace approaches me, startling me out of my reservoir.
Hey, how are you holding up?
That's like the type of
This is the first time I've seen you away from the rest of the group. We're all having a blast, you know. I hope you feel the same way.
The breather. I was just waiting for someone to come and ask
God,
me
this
for it.
revolver's ass.
Stop jumping around, you cunt!
Hey,
It's-
I'm a kangaroo. I have
Yes.
to.
What'd you expect?
Uh, what? Are you flirting with me? That's never really been one of my strong suits, Delta. But I do think you're cool.
Jeez, I can't get
That's why I decided to come check on you.
Oh, he's blushy, blushy cute.
Gregory.
Gives me a soft smile before taking another sip of his drink. Thank you for coming over and checking on me and expecting to leave.
Fuck!
Much to my surprise, however, he stays beside me, enjoying my
What?
company.
Fuck you and your Call of Duty move, asshead ass.
We watch the dance floor together, and I'm a little flattered.
Oh my god.
Some of his status, she didn't spend time with me.
One of these bullets have to hit you.
See, yes.
Enough
Dang.
bullets. Enough bullets
As
will hit you.
that thought continues in my mind, I can't help but ask him.
Status?
I'm not having a good time.
And what status do you mean
Revolver,
exactly?
man.
I am
People
hating
say
this
that all the
word,
time,
right?
but they have no
Yeah,
idea what
that's
this
not a
industry is
word.
like. I can guarantee that you'd outrank me tenfold if we compared our scores. People like me, artists I mean, are known for having awful scores. Art has always been about challenging the status quo, at least to me. The system hates that, and every new song is a nosedive for my score.
I tell him that I'm not talking about the system.
Yes.
I'm talking about his fame and fortune as a pop star. However, I'm a bit surprised that his score is low.
Oh, jeez. Now I'm embarrassed for going off on a tangent. Whenever somebody mentions status, I always think about the system. We're just numbers in a computer. Fame and fortune will always come second to that.
Tried to still get off.
Takes another sip of his drink.
There we go.
It goes against my values to treat one group of people better than another, too. So this status that you're talking about is from the outside looking in. When I watch you and your friends, I'm actually pretty jealous.
Come on, I'm trying to get off.
Envious of us? Elaborate.
At this point, I think the alcohol is elaborating, not me. But everybody dancing down there, I bet they wish they could be up here. They'd probably even abandon their friends and family for a life of luxury.
Bro, this weapon is a one. Why doesn't any of the
And by the
fucking
time they regret it,
guns
it'd already be too
reload
late.
automatically?
Once you get into a world like this, there's no getting out. You're just
If you run, it'll
there,
cancel the
watching them,
reload.
and wanting to go
Oh
back.
my god! No, I gotta
You know,
manually click
I could
square.
tell that you and your friends were worried. It was clear. You didn't really know if you'd fit in with me or not.
can't hit-
But honestly, I was terrified that I wouldn't fit in with you.
No.
God, this weapon's so bad.
Oh my god! Oh
I said I wanted to have a good time, and now I'm bringing you down.
Oh my god.
Let's make a deal, all right? Drop the whole status thing between us. That's not something I can ask of them, but I know I can ask it of you.
Bro. Are you fucking jaking it? Are you fucking jaking it?
Motions down
I
towards the
am
dance floor, and I understand
Oh my
what
God,
he
I'm gonna-
means. Especially now that people are staring and starting to recognize his face. From the dance floor, take pictures of us.
Just like they want to be up here, I want to be down there.
Thank you, kid.
That velvet rope keeps me in just as much as it keeps them out. For my safety, they always say.
Oh no.
Like I can't take care of myself.
I played.
But I hope that you and your friends can change that.
Alright, I'm on the same
I don't
page
have to
as
be up
you.
here alone anymore.
Oh my god!
I can be with all of you. Hold on. Let me get this over with. It's rude to keep an audience hanging.
No, just do it. Just do it. Just kill me.
Leans
Just
over,
kill me.
reeling a bit,
There,
blowing
there,
kiss to
there.
the crowd. With a smile and a little pose for the photos, he seems to like his work is done.
Fucking can't kill you.
They
Because
cheer, but
apparently you
it's
fucking slimy
peculiar,
fool.
like his
Oh.
personality changed just for the crowd.
Well then, let's get away from all those prying eyes. If I'm not mistaken, you owe me a few facts about yourself.
Oh. I nod and follow him back to the core area of the VIP deck.
Oh my god. What is going?
Am I going to get off this weapon? How about next time on Dragonfall fucking year later?
Oh my god.
Why is that?
Dante, Taylor, and Isaac are still hanging out. Their distance provides us privacy.
I'm trying to figure out why
This
this heavy.
rests his
grenade
empty
fires
glass on the
rocket
table
ammo
between
here.
us and stares
I
at
don't
me.
know either.
I'm
I can
so
tell he's
upset.
trying to get a read on me,
I
like
hear
he
me again.
can tell from sight. With a quick shrug,
You had that
I rest back in
rage
my
when you
chair
were
and wait
Yeah,
for
I'm
him
on
to speak.
38, yeah.
There's something different about you.
No.
Maybe it's because we're both fish out of water here.
There's like someone behind
Lost
you.
and clueless,
But
but
you don't care 'cause you
lost
wanna
and
shoot me
clueless
'cause
together,
I'm a
right?
woman, isn't it?
No smile. He gave him one in return. Bonding over a shared struggle makes sense to me.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's not easy
this
moving to a
gun is
place you
horrible.
know almost nothing about.
So, why did you move exactly? I know your friends are here, And Isaac offered you a room, but yeah.
Oh shit.
Running away from something? Looking for something new?
That's right. I was on a sniper. I swear to fucking God, if you don't allow me to
Tell him it's a mix of both, honestly. At home, I felt held back, needed a big change and more freedom.
God, this. Oh my God.
Also, don't know what I want in life, so I guess it's an excuse to find myself.
Find yourself? I've been there. And it's not really what you'd think.
Grenade launcher. I like this one.
Sometimes, finding yourself just means realizing how lost you really are. In the face of something like that, blissful ignorance almost seems preferable.
I'm about to nude tube somebody.
That's it.
This sniper is ass.
Might just be the alcohol, but that sounded rather profound. Clace immediately leans forward, giggling at what he said.
I am so putting that in my next song. Look, we just met and you're already inspiring me. Let's have another drink, alright? I like where this is going.
The best gun in the game.
Clace scurries to the bar and prepares 2 glasses of wine. Carefully walking back, he tries his best not to spill anything. Sitting down with a smile, he places the drinks on the table.
I'm fourth
Thanks
again.
for opening up to me, by the way. It's enough to know your reasoning. I shouldn't pry for specifics. If I keep making you talk about your past, you'll never move on from it.
The Chihuahua is angry.
I'm glad y'all are like it.
So, let's have a drink to the future, alright? And not the Komorebi, but the future we make for ourselves. No need to base our lives on all of that metaphysical nonsense.
Johnny be good. I love this song.
That controller is like sweating right now.
I raise my glass and we sink.
I did not land a single shot.
We drink and sing together. However, when I put the glasses down, I have to come clean. This is why I know that Clace, I've never experienced Komorebi.
Oh, really? Well, even better. From what I've seen, people like you live happier lives. I've never understood all that counselor nonsense.
Totally agree and thank him for his point of view.
Need to reload. Reloading. No.
Yes. That's right. I ate your ass.
You did what now? I don't think you want to push
If
me.
anything, it seems like the remnants of a dead system.
No.
People our age have long since come to terms with Komorebi.
I could have done
But
something
while
extra
we're on
funny
the
if it was
subject,
part
I
of
had to
the
ask
movie.
him.
It just kicked one of y'all.
What did he see in his vision? Did he see fame and fortune?
That was such a poor time for me.
I know he had songs in his head, but what else did he glean?
Oh my God! Don't you
Me
scorpion
looks
me!
taken aback,
Wait.
and ears perk up. He looks worried and blushes softly as he adjusts
What
his
the
scarf.
fuck? You shot me and then
Such a mixed
exploded?
reaction. I can't tell if he did something bad or not.
That's a third date kind of conversation, you know. But I doubt this is the last time we'll be hanging out together. Just put that one on the back burner. At least for now. Please?
Damn it.
Does that mean we can count this as our first date?
Smooth. But actually, I'm not really allowed to date. They say a single guy gets more attention from the fans. I know they're really after
Every
money,
single time I'm
but I can't exactly fight the label.
Oh, boo-hoo, you got third.
Honestly, is like true though.
Third. Nah.
I got fourth.
It's kind of funny to think about, but okay,
Oh, my left eye hurts.
like idols and like music artists that date
I think this is gonna pop a blood vessel.
cause like weird ripples in the social sphere.
Blink. Water your
Actually,
eyes.
like
I do blink.
a lot of
Oh,
idols,
no, this is
a
bringing
lot of
back
idols,
my
like
obsession with not blink.
especially Japanese idols, they aren't allowed to like explain that they're
Bad for
dating
me,
anyone.
I need to stop that.
Damn it.
Just he controls his personal life. Doesn't sound good.
And I'm fourth. Oh no, I'm not.
Although it does explain why social skills are rough around the edges. This is really his first group of friends, and I'm glad to be a part
There
of
we
it.
go.
Although,
First gun.
He smirks.
I keep forgetting that I'm not bound by their rules during this hiatus.
You did
Like,
what now?
I know I am, but it hasn't really registered in my head yet. They gave me this little break in order to seal a deal in the making.
A deal?
Yeah.
You.
After this break, I owe them 5 albums over 10 years. My last contract ran its course, so I actually had ground to negotiate.
Yeah, I didn't even hear
I'm giving them
gunshots.
so
I
much of
just
my life.
seen you die.
I guess I just wanted some of it back in return.
How did that happen?
What the fuck?
There's something about all this that seems so depressing. He's able to say it with a gentle smile, however, like it's normal to him.
But I know that during this break, I'll make bonds that last a lifetime. The next 10 years will be nothing if I have all of you by my side. I was worried, but now I have some much needed backup.
They both smile at each other, and he blushes once more.
I can't hit anything with
Can't
this
put my
gun.
finger on it, but that seemed like a perfect end to our talk.
Like my fucking shattered dreams.
Both standing up at the same time, it was almost like that feeling was mutual. Seems as if we're both in sync. Like you said before, fish out of water. Holding out his glass, he simply repeats his earlier saying.
Remember, lost and clueless.
But lost and clueless together. Tapping a glass against his.
I don't like this sniper.
With a quick smile, he returns to the rest of the group.
Oh,
Everyone seems to be getting along as I held back to the group.
Oh, now I see you. My body was.
Clay
covered
slowly
in you.
sips on his glass of wine and everybody mingles with each other. That breather definitely helped. Can't party as hard as everyone else, it seems.
Welcome back. Was starting to worry you'd ditch us.
man.
Not everybody can
Man,
handle a
Chad.
night like this.
I'm already in 4th again.
Don't worry, you don't have much to catch up to me.
Well, you say that now. But then there's...
No hard feelings if that's the case, of course.
Oh, there'd definitely be hard feelings. Isaac planned this night just for you. Remember?
Pressure.
Shot.
That's not even true.
No.
He planned the night around Clace, too.
Makes me feel a little inadequate. I never got a party like this when I joined the group.
Yeah, I save it for the people who are worth it.
Damn! That's cold.
I'd like to know how many...
Mean.
Yes, mean.
Justified, actually.
Clace finishes his glass of wine and places it down, emitting a loud noise. Gets all of our attention. Bickering quickly stops.
What do you think we should do next? There's still a few hours before last call.
Oh, cool. You wanna know what saved you? That's right.
Ah,
Fucking
good question.
boundaries. Fuck off.
We all exchange glances, unsure what to do.
What?
No one mentions anything, so Clace changes the subject.
I may have blown my cover a little earlier, by the way. We should probably sneak out the back entrance when we leave.
that's fine with me. I warned everybody that we might
I
attract
really
some
have no
attention.
chance against you.
What should we do if everyone starts crowding you?
I don't think it'll be an issue.
And you're
But
still
just stay by
winning.
my
Like,
side.
shut up.
I can keep you safe if anything escalates.
Actually, I figured we'd be the ones protecting you.
Oh my god, why does that? Why does?
Yeah, right. The crowd would eat you alive. I'm used to this, so if it comes down to it, just follow my lead. It doesn't happen too often, though. Not with the new point penalties.
The new what? No?
Yeah, public scene, big uproar, obstructing paths. If they notice us, they'll probably just watch from a distance. Pestering a public figure can net you like 10 different penalties.
Damn.
Really? And that's been set in stone. That's not just one of the glitches happening lately.
Convenient excuse, don't you think? Crack down harder and blame it on a glitch?
Oh, is it tinfoil hat time? Trust
Tinfoil
me,
hat theory.
I've heard every possible theory about Argus. The world was dealt a bad hand and they just wanted to help. That's all.
Around. Hey, how you doing?
God damn it.
You should hear what some of the people say to me at work. They have no problem trash-talking the company they're giving money to.
Well, I mean, we're not just giving them money. We're giving them the freedom to control our lives. I know it's for the greater good, but it's still
Are
strict.
you still in that vehicle?
You can still do whatever you want, though. You're not tied down. At the end of the day, you're still in control of your score.
Look.
Yeah, but there's a lot of incentive to be an obedient drone. A bad score can literally destroy your life and your social status.
Well, not always.
What do you mean?
My score is pretty awful, especially with all the partying I do on tour.
That is so not fair. Tank your score and they still let you buy out a bar? If any normal person tried that, they'd just be laughed away.
Would you?
Because splash damage does damage to you too.
So the scores aren't as absolute as we think. I mean, as far as theories go, that's pretty common.
Ow.
But you can't say that's part of Argus's game. Notable people have always been given special treatment. It's not like that's a new addition to our society. Nothing changed.
The fox is scared.
Shouldn't it, though?
The day they add a kangaroo in the Fortnite, I will buy that skin.
Yep.
That's a bit too deep for me. No sense wasting time on something you can't change. It's just wishful
Yes, I
thinking.
imagine that's
Like
true.
trying to defy your vision.
It's completely fair.
That doesn't mean you should just sit back and give up. As long as you believe in your cause, a losing battle can still be worth fighting.
What?
Can you like not intervene? Thank you very much, mister.
You guys flip-flop way too much on whether or not you believe your visions.
Us and the rest of the world, Isaac. We weren't all given a bright one like you were.
That's what I'm
Bella looks shocked and exchanges glances. No alcohol was at play, but Dante just made a big mistake. Feeling facts about another person's
still
vision?
got it.
Really bad move. I didn't have a vision, but I knew that they were super intimate. Sharing your vision with someone else was an expression of trust.
Need to reload.
To have them speak about it to others was a bit of betrayal.
You may think it's bright from what I told you,
What?
but unless you're
No,
all there
those were
beside me,
two-charged shots.
it'll feel hollow.
How is that possible?
When things get tough, the hope that I can change it keeps me going.
Done it.
I just can't fucking be.
Dante shakes his head upon realizing his mistake.
I'm sorry, Isaac. I didn't mean to speak for you.
It's fine. I'm among friends. I would trust all of you with this stuff. Just not now.
Fuck.
That's fair. Anyway, let's go back to Taylor. You've heard every theory. What are some of the worst?
Oh my god.
Aliens?
Excuse me, people actually believe that?
Oh, totally. I see it everywhere. Whenever something weird happens, people on the internet will say aliens. And I do have to admit, Komorebi is pretty high up there on the weird scale.
Yeah, but aliens?
Hey, I never said I believed it. I think the deterrent theory is way better.
The what?
I'm on the weird, gross SMG, the charge SMG. I don't know if I'll be able to get off it.
Oh, I know about that one actually. Right before the first visions, world tensions were high. Everyone thought we were moments away from all-out war.
Oh?
Then, all of a sudden, Komorebi steps in. We don't care about fighting each other anymore. We have a new common enemy, the future.
Some bullshit.
Fucking Drew.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
This has nothing to do
It's
with
not
you.
something you can take, like a nation, and it's not something you can force, like an ideal.
How is it
It
one
brought
A,
about
one
peace.
shot B, but
Whether
no
random or
apples?
created, that's
I
still
hear
the
you
case.
correctly. Guess what? I
I
survived.
don't think I can buy the theory that someone created Komorebi. It would be impossible to manufacture something like that, right?
I don't know about that one. There's always a scientist that tries to play God, you know? Like I said, I'm more inclined to believe that theory. Doesn't mean I believe it.
Just do it.
That's fair. I did hear about some crazy experiments in Switzerland.
Yeah, they're always up to something over there. I know they were obsessed with contacting another universe for a while.
It's so
Did that ever go anywhere?
I don't think we were worthy of a response. Like Taylor joked about, this is probably just the darkest timeline. They take one look at what we have to put up with and run the other way.
That's so depressing.
I have a cure for that.
Taylor holds up a bottle of booze, implying it's time to drink more.
Besides, it's a waste of time to focus on questions that have no answer. Like, why do scissors come in packages that require scissors to open? Like, I'm buying a pair. That obviously means that I don't have one to use.
What is this weapon?
That doesn't even. Oh, that's
Why don't you just use a kitchen knife to open it?
What?
We have like 10 knives in the kitchen drawer. You do know you don't need to use scissors, right?
But there's a little picture of scissors next to the dotted line.
Aww. Bunny silly. Everyone stares at Taylor.
Is it okay if I just start drinking again? I mean, we're here to have fun, not rip into Taylor.
Nah, ripping the
You
Taylor
know what?
time.
You're right. But I do appreciate talking about more real issues.
YMCA playing.
Even if we'll never know the truth, it's still healthy to talk about.
Hey, I'll drink to that one. It can't be all fun and games, even if we want it to be. Honestly, this is one of the best nights I've ever had.
He's behind me.
You must not have much freedom when you're on tour.
You're behind me. What?
I'm always at arm's length for one person or another. But I told them I wanted to be left alone while I'm on this hiatus. At least it'll give me the chance to prove that I can care for myself.
And even if you couldn't, we'd be there for you. How about we grab some bottles and head back to my place?
Sounds good to me. Just remember what I said about taking the back door.
Didn't know you guys had that kind of relationship.
He meant the nightclub, you absolute idiot.
Aww. Taylor smirks without singing the word. A moment later, we all scurry towards the bar. Grab a few bottles of whatever sound stands out. Like a kid in a candy store. That's pretty apt. Oh. I guess it's just me, Borb, and Blue.
And Ian.
Ian? Oh yeah, Ian. Hello, Ian. Up, Carver's back.
Welcome back.
Alright, I'm done with God Game.
What if we go to the first-person one?
Especially for Taylor, who seems overwhelmed by all the possibilities.
I don't want to do with it.
He keeps taking a bottle, putting it back, then taking another one. He didn't leave him behind. We waited him to choose for leaving. Free was certainly the best price of all.
I mean like a nanosecond. Or a nano slight.
You have a mohawk for butter?
I don't know, it's this little butter thing on the top of my head.
Oh my god, you do. It is supposed to be a mohawk. Rue, hurry up and win.
Come here.
I am not going to win.
I said Rue.
Oh.
That means that we have to watch out
It was all paid for, so there was no point in letting it go to waste. Actually, we'd be entirely stocked for the New Year's Eve party.
Damn. They're really watching us, huh?
Ow, stop killing
Kind of
me.
embarrassing.
Who's right
I
there?
think we're alcoholics.
Well, Taylor, you are an alcoholic.
Well, if you're not, you sure fooled me.
Yeah, fair.
No, Patrick, I am not done something your order.
At the other side of the street, people watch from a distance. A flash of their cameras is annoying, but not too overwhelming. Place was right, they won't approach us due to the system.
No!
Okay, finally.
How do you operate under this much pressure, Clace?
Alright, back
There's
to
so many
lobby.
eyes on me, I can't help
Oh
but
my
feel
gosh,
violated.
guys. I lost.
Yeah, you get used to it. The number one thing is remembering that they like you. They watch out of respect and admiration, not to judge.
Some cheese.
I gotta back out, leave
I'll give you the
party,
last
and then
Typically, I'd assume you're right, but I imagine you don't walk down the street like this too often. I mean, we look like we just robbed a dozen liquor stores.
I'm in the kitchen right now, Carver.
We kinda did. I was just joking about buying it out.
I requested a
What?
time!
There's much I can do to
What?
help you there.
I tried to make a joke.
Dude, don't do that! You almost gave me a heart attack!
Run back and accept me.
I'm in the kitchen, Carver. I can't do anything
Nah,
for you.
I'd never do that. It'd be way too boring without you.
Poking at each other side of the street. The crowd grows. Isaac was right, after all. Definitely got some attention.
Nothing happened. He just
Thankfully, I made sure to dress nice and act confident.
Really? Good to know I made a nice first.
Before I can finish, I hear a bottle of booze hit the ground. Shatters and I feel some drops splashing against my ankles. Turn around and Dante stares at us. Clearly his fault.
We will never mention this again.
Crowd that was watching us laughs like a studio audience.
Who wanted to
So
join
weird they can't cross the divide between us. The system keeping us apart, despite our desires.
I'd agree, but I know you'll just end up dropping more. You're next level clumsy, and now it's embarrassing me.
Nothing wrong with getting embarrassed. It'll help keep your ego in check.
Me? Ego?
It's undeniable.
Yeah, that's totally a furry skid.
100%.
Stand by and wait for him, but we don't clean up the glass. One of the automated drones would be by to fix it in minutes for sure.
Hey, you need some help?
Oh, it's the Zero. Forget what his name was.
They haven't gotten to see what it is, so.
Shocked to the attention, look at the other side of the road. Someone walks over, but it's not just anyone. We know this guy.
I figured they weren't gonna jump in and lend a hand. Looks like they're scared of getting in trouble. Well, intimidated even.
Intimidated? Why?
No idea. I'm just a messenger. But I saw a friend in need and ran to help. Guess the system doesn't like good Samaritans.
Well, it's not that. Our friend here is kind of famous, so they want pictures. The system is actually protecting us from a stampede.
Oh, famous? Really? Been here for a day and I'm already making connections? I'd be super jealous back at home, you know, if we cared about that kind of stuff.
Kneels down beside the broken glass. A couple fingers through the pooled booze, and he tastes it. Serve for his health risks.
Oh, you drink this stuff?
Yeah.
Tastes disgusting.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, but it makes us happy.
Is this Argus's doing? Make you happy with drinks so you don't fight back?
What?
Just some food for thought. Or drinks for thought, I guess. Here, let me have some of that.
We're playing Zero Build Battle Royale.
Motions toward Dante and holds out a hand. Confused before giving Zero some bottles. Carrying them with relative ease, he shrugs unsure of what's out.
Where are we going?
Home.
Well, I don't want to intrude on anything. I'll just help you carry your bottles and then go on my way. Let's call it even for the food you've been giving me.
Sounds fair.
Are you sure we won't get in trouble?
No. It doesn't matter anyway. Look at all the people taking photos of us. Any chance that we wouldn't get caught is long gone.
Is it actually a crime to talk to a Zero?
Well, it's a crime for them to sneak into the city. I imagine it's against the rules by association. If we get docked points, let's just contest it.
Fair.
The system really keeps you all apart, huh?
Tilts his head to people on the other side of the street.
Looks like both sides are worried about their score. Common sense tells me you could coexist just fine.
Common sense? Not a lot of city folk have that. But thanks for the help. I appreciate it.
Well, you could show your appreciation by actually talking to me. Every person I meet, it's always score this and points that. I don't care about those. Let me make that crystal clear.
Well, you could tell us about yourself. We have a bit of a walk ahead of us. At least an hour.
I want to hear about the famous dude first. What did he do? Suck up to Argus the most?
Hey.
Not really. My score is terrible. But I like to sing and dance, and people like to listen and watch. I'm on a break now, but I usually just travel the world and perform.
That sounds stressful.
You have no idea. I'd suggest easing up on the Argus hate, though. There's no need to draw attention to yourself.
Yeah. You want to fit in as much as possible.
It's hard to do that when I can't enter any buildings. I'm supposed to have a phone with a special chip in it. I don't even have any money. How am I supposed to fit in?
Aren't you here with your friends to fight that, though? You know, so you can have access and stuff?
No, they're here to fight it. I'm here to see the sights and learn about this city.
Oh, it's Star Wars.
There's a lot less green around here.
I got a fucking
Super
blaster.
depressing.
I got a Glock in my
I still remember the pamphlets that was shown earlier today. This might be a good time to get some more information from Zero.
Oh, it's infinite.
Something
ammo,
told
too.
me that we wouldn't make a habit of hanging out. I decided to ask him in an effort to make a productive conversation.
What the fuck is that?
Perspective of an outsider is always good. Challenges your views.
What the hell is that?
Seems to dislike Argus, but does he really believe the things I read?
Pamphlets? Wait, which ones are you talking about?
I don't watch Star Wars.
I don't know what I heard.
What the fuck is it?
They believe that Argus is responsible for Komorebi, and not only that, they believe Komorebi disproves free will.
So we don't gotta
That's
pick up
ridiculous.
bullets, do we?
Argus must have planted those to make us look bad. We did bring some reading
these
material,
are
but
laser weapons.
not as stupid as that.
Yep.
What did you bring exactly?
Oh, bad
You know, just stuff about the impending land crisis. We grow in numbers while your cities grow in size. Less food and more people. A pretty bad combination.
Like, what the fuck?
I didn't know it was so severe.
It's definitely going down that route, yeah. But it's best to take care of it before it becomes a problem, you know? We just have foresight. Figured you'd all be used to that by now. Though I guess everyone focuses on potential futures. Kinda stupid when there's a real one right in front of your noses. One look at a Zero colony and you'd be on my side, I guarantee it.
Huh. I see. Well, thanks for helping. And I hope you enjoy your time in the city.
Of course. It's nice to have a change of pace. And if you want to help in return, just tell people we aren't that bad.
Pick up.
Yep, he makes everything.
Right behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Never mind, they're stupid.
Yeah, they're gonna take him from up top.
No, there was somebody here.
Here, focus on your line.
Blue.
If they believe Argus that much, we'll have no chance. Especially if they're starting to fall for those fake pamphlets. Whoever made them, it's clearly just an attempt to undermine.
Honestly, that's the best way to ruin somebody. Attack their credibility until it doesn't even matter if they speak the truth. Remove our willingness to hear so we don't care what you have to.
Exactly. But like I said, it feels like a losing battle. Maybe you should share some of that happy juice with me.
Let's laugh, soft laugh. We were uncertain if he's serious or not. But since you've been walking around the entire time, we lost the crowd.
Yeah.
Turn to
He's only a
privacy and
solo, so
anonymity
he's
was a welcome one,
He's quite
to say
easy
the
to
least.
take care of.
How much farther is it?
Maybe 5 more minutes.
All right. This is turning into quite the workout. I'm thankful that I got to make some new friends, though.
Likewise. And you're moving in with Isaac, right? Guess I'll have to come and visit more often.
Oh, that'd be awesome. But I can come to your place for that stream we talked about. I think a lot of people would be interested in watching it.
You're telling me. Just be warned that I say a lot of stupid stuff. You kind of have to turn off your filter to fill dead air.
Why are you confused?
I watch you all the time. Trust me, I know. Let's settle on a date and time, and I'll get them to make a press release. The more hype we can build leading up to it, the better. Sound good?
Nice.
More than good.
The reticles
Yeah, they have their shotgun reticle.
I never watched Taylor, but this has me interested.
Yeah, you never watch. You just leech
Like,
off
I
of
am
my
a huge
viewers.
Star Wars guy, and
That's a good
there's
life.
no way to tell which gun's what.
We laugh as we continue walking home. Zero is rather quiet though.
There's a
He
fucking
probably is just not sure where he fits in, but still appreciate the help. By the time we make it back home, he barely stays into the word. I think.
Oh god.
Is the ending scene? No? No scene. Next day. Should I hang my head low? Should I write my tongue? Should I walk with every stranger to Twitter to get shit done? Anyway. We
Just,
enter Zero stays outside.
He was a guy picking up Crabber.
He rests the booze he carried out on
Do
the
you have a
ground
med
and we move it inside.
Yeah.
Takes a couple trips outside to transport it, but we eventually get the job done.
Hey, it doesn't look like he's leaving.
Tila peeks through the
You good?
window. It's a bit odd on both Taylor and Zero's part.
Well, that's a little odd. I'll go talk to him for a few minutes. You can all relax. I won't be gone long.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty sleepy over here.
Fair enough. I'll try to hurry. You should mingle for a bit. There's no more prying eyes around. I'll show you your room as soon as I get back.
I'll start the timer.
Mark, next to me.
Isaac steps outside, the rest of us gather together. Sit down on the couch in unison, and he lets out a sigh.
I'm getting
Careful behind you guys
old.
in that bunker.
Getting.
Oh.
Funny.
Dude, you're 23. You're not old, you're just dramatic.
Very.
Speaking of dramatic, you sure know how to draw a crowd, Clays. I was worried they'd cave and start swarming us.
Nice.
Nah, they usually behave. Even without the system, I'm sure they'd still respect me. The relationship I have with my fans is certainly, unique.
Oh, they're inside here.
Sure seems that way. Watching them stare at us felt so surreal. Hopefully it doesn't happen again.
Why does everybody run like a bitch?
Well, even if it does, you get used to it. But I'd be down to go somewhere more private next weekend. And it might be a good idea to avoid that Zero if we can.
Why not hit up the Wayfarer? It's pretty dead in there, and I love the Atmo.
What's that?
A pub, and a pretty good one. Cheap drinks, and they don't mind pouring extra.
Sounds good to me. Honestly, a nightclub may not have been the best first choice. I hope you can forgive me for what happened after we left.
Oh, nice.
Ah, don't worry about it, Clays. And I heard you suggest the Wayfarer? Whew, I'm so down. After tonight, I could definitely use a more relaxed outing.
Looks like Isaac is back. Catches word of not being gone for long. Sits down on the couch with the rest of us and yawns.
I'm just going to die here now. I think I've used up my social energy. It's all over for me.
You still have to show me to my room.
No, there's
all over.
I can show you if you'd like. We cleaned that room together, and now I know why. But I'm curious, where's all your luggage at?
Oh, someone's gonna bring it over tomorrow. They'll take care of everything, so don't worry. Are we just gonna let Isaac pass out there?
No way! This is my couch! Even if I have to carry him to his room.
So romantic. Why not just take his bed?
I'll never do that again. Oh, my back is still recovering.
What did he do?
Wait, you've slept in his bed before?
Upon hearing that, Isaac immediately jumps out of his seat.
All right, it's time. If you're showing Clays to his room, I'll stick with Delta. There's something I wanted to talk about anyways.
Works for me. Then Taylor gets the couch. And just to set this in stone, we're going to the Wayfarer next weekend?
Sounds good to me. Does Friday work for all of you?
Yep, I'm wide open. Also, I'll make us all breakfast. I assume your kitchen is fully stocked.
With all the essentials, yeah. But you don't have to do that.
Of course I don't. I'm just choosing to. This all means a lot to me, so I want to help out. It was great to finally meet you too. Well, all of you.
Yee. Why is everybody in this freaking game so damn adorable? I want to hug them.
Oh, we won't get through it. They got 2 over.
I guess that's our cue. See you all in the morning?
Sure thing. Taylor, if you need more blankets or anything...
We'll glance over at Taylor. He is fast asleep on the couch. Guess he wasn't exaggerating when he said how tired he was. As much as I wanted this night to last forever, it was time to sleep.
Oh, guess we have to keep it down now. He gets really angry if he loses his beauty sleep. Come on, Delta. Let's go somewhere more private.
And I start to walk towards my room. Not sure what he wants to talk about, but can't be anything bad. It's probably related to the night we had planned. If I enjoyed it, stuff like that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Getting robbed in broad daylight.
Scene change or fragment time?
You're just crazy.
Scene change. Okay. This chapter is so long.
Oh shit! This shit one shots
I sit down on the bed.
Yeah, it's
Isaac
white
follows
shit.
suit,
I'm
sitting
gonna
beside
be
me,
fucked.
also keeping his distance. He adds a sense of familiarity to his otherwise bland and
one.
lifeless room. Didn't have enough space to bring everything with me. Other stuff like my computer in bed had to stay behind. Oh, your computer had to stay behind too.
Hey, where's the next one?
Not a fresh start if you don't shed a little bit.
So, did you
Guess we,
have fun?
Killed 3.
What did you
Where's
think of the
4th?
plans I made?
Oh, cool. They have a sniper. The sniper's actually pretty good.
Is the sniper?
Huh? Yeah, the long one.
Someone grab a little shield dude.
They involved you, so they're pretty much perfect.
Wait, all it takes is me? Oh, I definitely got too ambitious then. Oh well, at least next weekend will be low effort.
I'm gonna grab a little.
Not that there's anything wrong with ambition,
have
though
a
I guess it's one of
few-
those in moderation things. You could easily go too far. Even Argus was started by someone with high hopes.
He rubs the back of his head, leans like he's a little nervous.
I hope we don't get docked too many points for what happened tonight.
No.
Community service wasn't how I planned to spend the rest of my year. We didn't even do anything wrong, so why do I feel so guilty?
Shaking his head, he let out a dramatic sigh.
Oh, everyone keeps inheriting such flawed ideals these days. Our minds are sewn shut before we even have the chance to open them. Makes us scared of change. Scared of things that are good.
Oh wait, no, you have the thingy.
The world was never reinvented by people who thought inside the box, Delta. But try as hard as I can, the envelope always pushes back. Rules, guidelines, scores, they just foil progress.
I'm not unsure of where he's going with this, but I imagine that his score means more to
The
him
boss
than
that's up
others.
here, or the Shogun.
He works for Argus after all, the people who govern everything. Getting on their bad side probably cause endless worry. Yet, here he sits, with a look of realization on his face rather than fear. Like the look of a man who just realized what needed to be done.
I think we'll need to have a proper conversation about all that nonsense. Especially with everything that's been going on the last few days. That Zero seems to like us,
I need a bubble.
but I can't blame him.
Bubbles in the back. Diesel tractor.
Gives me a thumbs up and a white smirk.
We're just the coolest.
Where did he go?
Behind you
Both
guys.
laugh and he indicates a bit closer.
Hey,
Or inches in a bit closer.
For real though, people get in trouble for this kind of thing. But if we do, I want to fight it. And I want your help to do that too.
I'll take them down.
Talking to a Zero shouldn't have to damage our lives.
I was reading that.
I agree, he approached us and the interaction was harmless. As long as no harm was done, I don't think we should get in trouble. Of course, letting one thing slide can easily turn into an avalanche.
In fact, I'm willing to fight for a world where no one cares about that stuff. And if Argus just uses that to make an example out of me, well, at least I tried. Everyone else just accepts their punishment without asking questions.
It's true, people can easily become blind to the status quo.
Let's try to get a better view from over
Jump
here.
through enough hoops and everyone eventually,
Where are they?
you'll just get used to it.
They skittered off. Yep, nope, there they are.
That's what Argus did. Taught us all to jump without asking why.
Anyway, I'd hate to end this night on a sour note. I'm just drunk venting, and there's no need to do that right now. I came in here to thank you for tonight, and let you know that I'm here. I know things are getting off to a great start, but I'm still here.
They're all behind us.
Places his hands in mine.
I've got your back. I guess I just want to make that clear.
Almost.
At the end of the day, this give and take is all we really have.
I'm trying to get him all. Give me a second.
But you know what? It's all we really need. Someone there to help us when things go bad. Someone to direct us when we start feeling lost.
Hey.
I'm trying to help, but I'm so lost.
I'm trying to buy time now since I'm super nervous. But I guess this is one of those things that I just need to get over with. Especially now that the booze has shot my confidence sky high.
There's only one left.
That is a word.
Sorry.
I lost my fucking lightsaber.
He leans
Right
forward
here.
and kisses
Oh,
me on the
yeah,
cheek.
no.
Oh, they killed
When
me.
he pulls back, his face is bright red. I've never seen him like this before. It's not a bad thing, though. I squeeze his hands with a smile before letting go.
Enjoy your new life,
Why
Delta.
is my card all the way down there?
And here's to a better tomorrow.
Leaves the room happier
I'm
than
pretty sure
he'd
you
been
can
all
do the
night.
force jump thing with the.
Must have been a relief that things went off mostly without a hitch. I plug in my phone, then lay in bed and stare at the ceiling.
There's
It's
like
almost been a
so many
week,
more
but
tokens up
this
there.
still doesn't feel like my bed. Wonder when that will change and
Grab
what
what you
might
need.
spark that change. The fact that we can make anywhere feel like home is rather peculiar.
The nearest one is
Just
right here.
might take some more time.
Oh, it's only you plus one other squad.
My eyelids feel heavy and I soon succumb to fatigue.
You should probably drop that.
The very same fatigue.
So,
I fought off Isaac's car when
You wanna be
I
known.
fought off at Isaac's car the first I arrived.
You know,
But I feel like this time I can let it get the better of me. I deserve it after all. I sleep despite my worry that the tomorrow I greet may not be better. 'Cause vision or not, we're all united in our fear of what would happen next. Dang gum. That was a long chapter. Oh?
It was. Like, this whole time you've played one single chapter?
They were hungover. Oh no! It's not done! Next scene! And a bunch of drunk ass folks.
But that's fine.
As soon as I
It's only
wake up,
twos
I
right
saunter
now.
over to the living room. I say saunter since I'm not sure if there's a word for hangover walk.
So I'm going to
My
start.
slow labored strides carry me towards
Yep.
the promise of a hot breakfast. But when I make it to my destination, I immediately let down. There's no way in the kitchen. Clace is half asleep on the living room couch. Aw, Clace. I'm about to call out his name, but Isaac beats me to it, entering behind me.
Hey, Clace. You forgetting something?
He moves slightly and speaks nonsense, like he's caught halfway between dream and reality.
Dude, get up!
Suddenly, Clace jumps out of the couch, adjusts his scarf, and looks
Damage is only,
embarrassed.
like, one shot.
I'm supposed to be embarrassed too if I promised anyone a meal, I'd be messed up. But
I have some shields.
I'm sure we can still eat, even if it's a bit later than initially planned.
Sorry. Just the hangover. I didn't expect the party so hard last night.
Aww.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. You're just a lightweight.
That's so cute.
You rang?
Oh, lightweight's wait. Taylor walks in the room looking like a zombie. Seems like the night hits some of us harder than others.
Can't imagine partying like that too often. Maybe one day I'll be on your level.
I've been saying that for years, but you just can't beat Isaac and Taylor.
Seems right. Dante enters the room, cup of coffee in hand. I swear that thing is glued to him come morning time.
Good to know I party harder than a pop star. I always knew I was special, but this just seals it.
That, and you don't let us down when you promise a hot breakfast. Sorry, Clace, but you're not going to live this one down anytime soon.
It was an honest mistake. I'll handle myself better at the tavern.
You were fine at the nightclub. I definitely enjoyed your one-on-one time. As long as it means we can still get some private time again. Flirt. 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 His ears perk up and a bright blush appears on his face. Yay! Cuteness. It's almost like until a second he forgot about our heart to heart.
Oh no.
Oh.
Hey.
He covers his face with hands.
Oh no.
We want the
Delta,
first
forget
guy to
everything
see
I
it.
said.
Hell
I was
yeah.
just drunk venting, I swear. I didn't even mean it.
I know he's stressed.
Ooh, gossip time.
Cute faces.
Well, I could go for some gossip.
Even Isaac leans like curious about what happened.
You're all awful people.
No. He laughs and as he gets from the couch and stumbles slightly.
And that's why you fit right in.
That's actually not
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, come here. I got you.
Isaac wraps his arm around Clace and helps him stay upright. Maybe he's not just hungover. He could still be kind of drunk too.
Thanks, man. I'll get you back one day.
Yeah, if I ever need it. I'm not quite the shot taker you are.
Look at one another trying to figure out what should we do.
The loaf of bread
His
is
current
also
state,
furry.
Clace would certainly not be making us breakfast.
Wanna just hit up the Triple R?
You mean the hangover breakfast place?
I see you've already been told. That sound good to everyone else?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I nod. Going to Triple R has almost become a regular occurrence for me now.
I, actually have something important to talk about. And just so you know, yes, it is related to that zero.
Oh man, I almost forgot.
I was expecting a few hits to my score when I woke up this morning. Gotta say, I'm pleasantly surprised. Looks like we're in the clear.
We look at each other, then back at Isaac as he wears a wide smirk.
What did you do?
Smile simply widens even more.
Let's wait until we're eating. Then I'll talk. Promise.
Reaches up and snaps a finger in an almost dramatic fashion.
Scene change.
Damn. If anyone knows they're in a game, it's Isaac. Is that the end of the chapter, or is it actually a scene change? Scene change. How long is this fragment? Holy shit.
Wait, what?
How
Yeah,
did you do
it's
that?
Huge.
Don't even worry about it. And look, breakfast is served.
I look down to find full plates before us. Clace whimpers as he rests his head on the table.
Did you need to do that while I'm this hungover?
Aww.
Almost definitely.
Yes.
Everything is spinning enough already.
He shakes his head and attempts sitting upright.
And I don't even remember ordering this. How much is it gonna set me back?
Turns his head towards the sign at the back of the diner. Seeing the price, he groans, but to the rest of us, it's more expensive than normal. They changed the price?
What? That's no fair. They should have told us.
And give us the chance to say no. Doesn't seem very lucrative to me.
Let's see. Minecraft breakfast, pack sandwich, Mia strawberry.
No, we can't.
Huh.
We're going straight down
Not
the
terrible
second map,
pricing.
We can go to
I guess the
the
third
Christopher
R
base.
stands for robbery.
How about the
Or maybe Isaac's magic trick messed something up.
Yeah, we go to.
Okay, I'm a little confused.
Magic trick?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah, right. Very funny.
Oh my gosh.
This time, instead of
Nice.
cooking like a place, we exchange glances with one another.
What's he talking about?
I haven't the foggiest. Anyway, Isaac, what's up?
Huh?
You said you wanted to talk to us about something Zero related?
Oh, yeah, of course. It's just been a long night. Although, I did find a way to keep us out of trouble.
Really? How? Not gonna lie, I've been kind of worried.
Yeah, same. I've been checking my phone all morning. Figured it was only a matter of time before my score went down.
I bet you're all surprised that it hasn't changed, right?
Actually, yeah. And now you're starting to worry me. You did something, didn't you, Isaac?
Absolutely. In fact, I worked so hard I didn't get any sleep. And I did it all in the name of protecting my friends.
And yourself, of course.
Mostly myself.
How altruistic.
Yeah, I'm basically a hero.
And you tell me to keep my ego in check.
Far away, I actually got to
Wait.
the base.
In order to stave off my increasingly growing paranoia, you didn't make another one of your mods, did you?
Promise to let me explain before you freak out?
That's definitely a yes, Dante. Oh, we're gonna get locked up for real now.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, good.
How long is this?
Let's give him a chance to explain before I start screaming.
Wait, why are we screaming? And what do you mean another one of his mods?
Did Isaac not tell you?
You're starting to worry me here.
He just likes to tinker with Argus tech. It's no big deal. That's why you won't be hearing any system notifications at home.
No big deal. You bug me about it like every day. It's been a couple years already. We're not getting in trouble, man.
True. Argus usually cracks down on that stuff right away. If you didn't get in trouble the first time, you probably won't at all.
Yes,
I
you
guess
left
I'm
me.
just a ball of paranoia then.
Likely.
Let's hear him out. I'm actually kind of curious what he did. Just please don't make us worry more than we already are. Every time you do something new, you just make us panic.
Look, that's not my fault, remember? I have a flawless track record. It's your trust in me that needs polishing.
So, even though you basically break the law, it's still our fault.
Good to know we're on the same page.
You better have a good explanation this time then.
Oh, I do. This one's a game changer. Ready to see the latest innovation from the House of Isaac?
Only if you never say it like that again.
I'm gonna second that.
Thirding.
Wow, you too, Delta?
Yes. I shrugged.
I just went back to
I'm gonna need your help with this one, though. Remember when you came to visit me at work?
You mean our first date? How could I forget?
A date, huh? Well then, color me jealous. Didn't realize you two got off to a running start.
Aw.
Dante, come on. Now's not the time. I'm trying to tell you something important.
Right. Sorry. Sass is just my default.
Isaac shrugs, discards what happened.
All right, so I've been making lots of big sales at work lately. However, earlier last week, I lost commission on a lot of them.
That has got to be painful.
It was, but there was a silver lining. A big one, too. Turns out the people that bought them were up to no
Right here.
good. This is the part that Delta can vouch for, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Takes you.
Likes it.
Knew I could count on you. Anyway, I decided to look into it, and I found something big. The purchases were made by an anti-Argus organization.
I think I've seen them in the news lately. Weren't they
Cypher?
called Cypher or something?
Yeah, exactly. They helped the Zeros sneak into the city. But that was only half of their plan. They, kinda slipped up.
What was the other half?
Hooking up the Zeros with phones and identities. You know, basically starting a revolution.
What? You can do that?
I'm pretty sure that's impossible.
Isaac leans forward and clearly invested in what he's about to say.
Actually, it's not impossible. There was just no reliable way to test it out. Remember, this is the first wave of Zeros to enter any city. Everything until now was just practice, with no action.
And how does this help us?
Well, they had no way of knowing whether they'd fail or not. Sometimes you just don't know until you finally flick that switch. However, in slipping up, they left behind a perfect blueprint.
Takes his phone out of his pocket and places it on the table.
Isaac.
You didn't.
I did.
Smiles and slides his phone across the table toward Taylor and Dante.
I made this for our new friend. He should be able to live in the city just like the rest of us. So, as far as everything goes, we're totally off the hook.
That sounds highly illegal.
Yeah, but it's not like we'll get caught. Though his new score did take a bit of a hit. You know, for pestering a public figure and stuff.
I find this exceptionally hard to believe. You found a way to cheat the system overnight?
Not
I
really.
saw that
No.
there's a,
That Cypher
sponsorship
group
deal
put in
going on right
years
now
of
for
work.
Roblox,
They
and I was
basically
like,
left behind a test that was 99% complete.
No, not
And
that,
you
the
knew the
actual
final answers.
sponsorship.
Bingo!
Right now.
So, I'm gonna give this to that 0, and we can move on. We won't get in trouble for anything we've done. I
Man, do
guarantee
really
it.
wanna, like, do a
How can
week
you
for
possibly
Roblox?
guarantee that?
Part of me wants.
I guess you'll just have to work on trusting me.
He always
I mean, it
asks
is
for
a
the
bunch of people
impossible.
I was also
I
hiring
feel like we
folks,
should
but
have talked about this first. Maybe.
that's not besides
I
the
couldn't
point.
just sit back and let you get in trouble. We hung out with that 0 and gave him city goods. At least now we don't have to worry about our scores.
I don't think Rue was there
Yeah,
for
a
this
ticking
shit.
time bomb like this is way less stressful.
Come on, I'm just trying to help.
Is this why you went back outside to talk to him last night?
Yeah, I already kind of made up my mind.
Either slap hands or it was
Suddenly,
the,
his drunken
the
venting last night
anime
made a bit
fighting
more sense.
Can you at least give me a more technical explanation? You don't have to explain it like we're children.
Sure. You almost done eating? He's supposed to meet us outside a few minutes from now.
On hearing that, we start devouring our meals.
Oh, and just so you know, he has a name now.
Ooh, what's his name? Okay, is that the end of the chapter, or is it still a scene change? Still a scene change. This is one long ass chapter. Holy shit. After furiously eating our meals, we have the dinner. We leave the diner.
Oh.
Dante wasted no time getting back on topic almost exactly as we exit.
Well,
Well, what?
aren't you going to tell us how you pulled this off?
Oh, right. Just didn't want to do it inside. Even if we're safe, it's still good to be cautious.
Looks around, ensuring that we have privacy. Streets are relatively empty today, so I think we're good.
Well, Cypher was actually pretty successful. They just slipped up in the end. They had no problem creating new identities to place on blank phones.
think so.
Their logic was sound, and their internal testing went perfectly. But things always change when you put plans into action. Once the phones connected to Argus's database, they triggered alarms. The phones were flawless, but the identities didn't have a match.
So it was just pushing past an extra layer of security.
Well, I think that's certainly downplaying my ability. And if you want to get technical, it was like 10,000 layers. The moment those phones connected to Argus, Cypher was compromised. But I got to see exactly how they lost and how to avoid it. It's something only a higher-up at Argus could accomplish.
You work retail.
Hey, I'm still pretty high up there.
On the bridge.
My security clearance goes a lot higher than you'd think. I even have right access to the pupil system.
Wait, seriously? I didn't know you were, like, successful.
I know what you're trying to say, so I won't take it as a shot. But yeah, that's why I'm aiming for that promotion next year. It'll actually put me closer to my true role inside of Argus.
So what, you can just create matching identities in the database?
Among other things, yeah. Remember, it's complicated. I'm trying to keep it easy so everyone understands.
It makes sense to me. But isn't that gonna look suspicious? I mean, a random guy just popping into existence last night?
Funny that you're the one to ask, Clays. Isn't your burner account basically the same thing?
I think it's right. Clays technically has a second identity. For his safety and anonymity as a pop idol, but still similar.
Oh, right.
So, it's definitely possible to create a new identity without issue. In fact, it's actually done every day, thanks to the VP system.
Not Dinjar.
Now you're just throwing out random letters. VP? What are you talking about?
In that exact sound, the Zero approaches.
I didn't want to intrude, so I circled the block a few times. Then I came back and you were still talking, so I circled again. Honestly, this time I'm just showing up so I can ask you to stop.
He smirks at us.
Though I am pretty curious about this pupil and VP thing. You said I'd be the first Zero in history to do all this, right?
Maybe keep that part down.
Oh, sorry. Forgot that was kind of a no-no word around here. Though I gotta say, I am grateful for the opportunity, Isaac. And don't think I forgot about the rest of you either.
Was that you shooting?
Looks like
blue?
me and gives me another smirk.
Okay.
Glad to see they let the cool one tag along.
Isaac scoffs.
Hey, I'm totally cool. Especially after what I did for you.
All right, prove it then. Tell me about this pupil and VP stuff.
Isaac looks around. Seems like more people are outside now.
Maybe we should take this somewhere more private?
Yeah, good idea. I don't think we should bring him home, though. We should wait until we're really feeling safe.
Don't worry, I have an idea.
Oh, yeah?
My talent agency has a branch in almost every major city. There's lots of air travel, especially when an idol's on tour. There should be a small airfield nearby we can make use of.
Airfield? Isn't that a little extra?
Well, if you want to make it as an idol, you have to be a little extra. Besides, those private jets are super secure. I hide in them all the time.
Hide? From what?
Just stupid stuff. You know, like responsibilities.
Sounds about right.
And you keep becoming more and more relatable. I'm down, though. Hanging in a private jet sounds pretty awesome.
I like the sound of that, actually. And Clace's entry scan won't tip anybody off either. Especially if he hides in those things as often as he says.
And you'll tell me more about all this technical stuff?
Yeah. In style, too.
Guess I picked the right people to bug that day, then. Whatever you say goes, Isaac. I'm totally in your debt.
Scene change or fragment?
Man. Bro's got the Jumbotron on his back. Hey, Carver, I think that sniper might benefit you a little bit more.
Eventually we make it to the airfield and I start to look around. It was probably best to keep our plans quiet, so we chose to be cautious. This airfield is huge, and Clay starts leading us to wherever he plans he preferred. We ended up choosing a plane that was far in back of the field.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Or would be used anytime soon.
You got one behind you.
Sip, sip.
You ready for the big reveal?
Please, I can wait no longer.
I've never been in a private jet before, so since Clace is hyping it up, though, my expectations are shooting sky high. Moment later, when he turns the lights on, those expectations are exceeded.
And here we are, a real home away from home.
Yeah.
Ooh. Scan the room, taking in the beautiful sight before me. No windows, just one big screen set to the scene of the sky. Without even lifting off, it already feels like we're soaring in the heavens.
Whoa. Incredible. What do you think, Taylor?
A moment passes, no response.
Taylor?
Look over at Taylor's direction. He's still covering his face with his hands. Upon hearing us call his name, he spreads his fingers and looks at all of us. Realizes the lights are on and covers his face and remains silent.
So much for thriving in the dark.
Meanie.
Oh, I didn't realize you were afraid of...
It's because I'm not.
Cover.
Oh,
You dick.
I see.
Goddamn.
Before we can go any further, the Zero steps forward. Though I have to say, it's a bit peculiar that Taylor's afraid of the dark.
Damn, you weren't lying when you said this guy's famous. And rich enough to call a jet his home away from home, too? Maybe you can just pay off Argus if we ever get in trouble.
Bribe the authorities? Yeah, that would go over so well.
Probably not. And that's not why I call this place a home away from home either. The real reason is, well, I guess it's kind of complicated.
I'll take your word for it.
Or we could be real friends and let him explain.
Clace looks both excited and happy as Taylor defends him.
That's so far away.
Without wasting another moment,
Crime
he
City's a
jumps
good
right
option
into his
at this point.
explanation.
Well, you know how your home makes you feel, right? Safe, secure, and happy? It's familiar, so it has a lot of meaning.
Yeah, I feel that. Coming home after a long day at work. Couldn't think of a better feeling if I tried.
Well, I'm always traveling, so I don't really have a place like that. These jets all share the same internal design, so it's the closest thing I had. No matter where I was in the world, I could always come to a place like this. And for some reason, that gave me comfort.
each other before Dante jumps in with some trademark snark.
Depressing, but it makes sense.
Yeah, that basically sums up the life of an idol. But during my visit, I hope Isaac's home can feel special too. Never really had the chance to live in a normal house.
And Zero, that is why we let our friends speak. Look at all that info you were just about to shut down.
Sorry, the cold shoulder kind of became my go-to. In the city, it's best not to risk exposing my identity. Though I guess now that won't be an issue.
We got a couple of people here.
He tilts his head towards Isaac.
You want to get this show on the road?
Upon seeing the jet and hearing Clay's story, I guess we got derailed. But the Zero is right. We had some important business to take care of.
Right. Sorry. Where was I?
I heard something about the pupil system and VP. No clue what they are, but apparently they helped you cheat Argus.
Right. You ready? I think it's time we all take a seat.
As we sit down, Isaac looks lost in thought. Guess it wouldn't be easy to explain how he cheated Argus. It was a world first, after all. It was easy to do. Would've been done by now.
Please kill me. I can't take the suspense anymore.
Oh? You want us to beat Argus to it?
Maybe.
Not funny, Dante.
It was actually kind of funny.
Zero smirks as Isaac finally breaks free from his train of thought.
Right. So the pupil system is basically a database of everybody. It's probably where the eyes of Argus find themselves the most. When we signed up, that's actually where we put all our info in. I have write access, which means I can create identities. When someone needs to sign up at my store, I can help them do it. Argus just trusts me not to do anything more than that, I guess.
You really have that much power?
I've worked for them ever since I was old enough to work. If there's anybody they trust with this clearance, it's me. There is a bit more to it, however. Like Clay said, he has a second account, a fake name and a fake identity in the name of his security. There's already a precedent for this sort of thing. I just had to look into it. Fake accounts and identities are mostly made for two groups of people. Celebrities, like our pop star friend, and those who make use of the VP program. Believe it or not, fake identities are created almost every day for it.
Okay, but what is it?
The Vision Protection Program.
That can't be real.
Oh, it is. People don't always have the best visions. In situations like that, Argus can give them a new lease on life. If you're a victim, or even commit a crime in your vision, they can relocate you. It's mostly a precautionary measure to stop crimes from occurring. At least, in theory, they want to stop bad visions from coming to pass. If you wanted to create an identity without suspicion, that'd be how.
Scops shakes his head.
I'm actually kind of surprised, Isaac. Now that you explained it, I think I believe you.
Yeah, it was pretty simple at the end of the day. At least for somebody in my position.
Don't get cocky now.
Yeah, I only beat the system that governs our lives. Totally not a big deal, all things considered.
You need to work on your sarcasm, Isaac.
Well, I'm learning from the best.
We laugh and tension disappears. I can understand Isaac's explanation at least a little bit. It's a lot of pieces falling into place at once. Clay's second account, the VP program, the pupil system, and Isaac's rank. Even though sales he lost at work, they all combined to let him pull this off. It really feels like a culmination of everything I've experienced thus far.
So basically, you walked a digital tightrope, and now it's up to me to follow your footsteps?
A bit of a bad metaphor, if you ask me. I walked that rope, but turned it into a road for you. All the risky business is already taken care of, I promise.
If you say so.
I do.
So, let me get this straight. Cypher taught you how to put fake identities on phones, and your position at Argus lets you verify those fake identities.
More or less.
And you set it up like you were in the VP program, so it's technically the same as Clay's burner account?
Well, I didn't want to snoop on him in the pupil system, but from what I gathered while studying, they're essentially the same. And how many times has Clace gotten in trouble for using that account?
Honestly, never.
Exactly. Things are gonna be fine. As far as Argus is concerned, all of us are the same now. So what do you say? Ready for your new life, Zero?
Yeah, I think I am.
What's his name? Isaac smiles and takes the phone out once again. Places in front of Zero, who quickly picks it up. I can tell he's confused, but he also looks incredibly happy.
Welcome to the system, Chiron.
Chiron? The cool ass looking dude mofo over here, Zero, finally has a name. It's Chiron.
Chiron? Is that my name?
Yep, picked it out myself. What do you think?
It's perfect. So I can use this just like anybody else.
You sure can. And don't forget about the tavern this weekend. From now on, you'll never drink booze off the streets again.
That was not my proudest moment.
What about this one?
It's definitely up there. I don't know how to repay you, Isaac.
Maybe less of that cold shoulder?
I'll work on it for sure.
He smiles, probably the first genuine one I've seen from him. I took city life for granted, and this made me realize it. What was normal for me was life-changing for Chiron.
Wait, he's gonna come to the tavern with us? Is that really a good idea?
I'll go scope it out, but I don't see why not. Want to meet back here in a few days and talk it through?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Oh, is this going to be our new HQ?
I won't be leaving
Nice.
anytime soon,
Yeah,
but
they really ripped
that's just
it.
because I don't have anywhere else to go.
They said no more.
Make yourself at home. The couches probably beat the street. And yeah, we can meet again here when we need the talk. Like I said, these things are really safe and secure.
So, like Taylor said then, new HQ?
Yeah, new HQ.
No, I want to kill him with my lightsaber.
Smiles, and for some reason, everything feels weird. It's like we're turning a point in our own history, in the history of society. Chiron always and forever
You guys just like
be the
taking all
first
my
Zero
fucking
to
kills
integrate into the system. Maybe there was hope for everyone else after all. I think
Got him.
that's the end of the chapter.
Drop the sniper too.
Fragment time? How is there still more?
No, I already got a blue one.
I sit in the chair with my face in my hands. The counselor immediately notices my fatigue and tilts his head. Looks like I was still recovering from the nightclub outing. Well, it's not like a bunch of other stuff didn't happen, but yeah. Guess everything was just starting to take its toll on me. Moving is a big deal, and now there's all this extra stuff.
Finally.
Of course, I had to keep a lot of it secret from my counselor. The one person who's supposed to help me organize my head, ironic.
Hold up. Y'all, come here.
He waits for me to speak, but I don't. Eventually, he decides to get things started.
Things must have been rather hectic. It's not like you to be late, Delta.
The golden poop.
Tell him there's a lot going on. I'm only half truthful.
Hi, here for an Uber?
I say that our nightclub outing was intense, and I'm still catching up on sleep. Based on his understanding of my life, it's clearly enough to sate him.
Well, that makes sense to me. It was your first big outing. I'm sure you saw your friends in a new light, too.
Bye, Blue.
Definitely.
Hopefully you like what you're starting to see.
Bye.
That may change if they feel like they've won you over.
Hey.
At that point, a lot of people feel like they can stop trying. It's not a bad thing, and it's something we all do. Enjoy this as a honeymoon phase, though,
Hey,
not
we
the
came back for
standard.
you.
You may start to notice their courtesies and time slowly fade away. But on the bright side, at least you won't be tired like this all the time. I'm assuming it was a one-of-a-kind welcoming celebration? If not, I may be kind of concerned for your
Did you
friends.
ever hear the tragedy of that?
Let's had a soft chuckle, like he was attempting to make a joke. Tell him that they're good. I tell him that they like a good time, but this was definitely their top.
Sounds exciting.
Touch lightsaber
But
tip.
I have to ask, is alcohol commonplace in your group?
Alright, let's get it.
Not common, but not a focus. Genuine concern, but I can tell him we're just enjoying the arrival.
Very well. Just make sure you're drinking for the right reasons. Sometimes people ask how much instead of why. think about that if you ever want to self-evaluate.
Seems like a good time to tell him about the bar. Alcohol might be prominent for a while, especially on New Year's Eve.
Oh, cool.
And I also slip in the fact that a celebrity bought the brews and moved in.
I see. So you weren't the only one moving in with Isaac. Interesting. Just make sure this celebrity doesn't pressure you into anything.
Southeast.
A lifestyle like that can be just as dangerous as it is glamorous.
You're fucking.
Shake my head. Wouldn't be a problem. Clay seems really nice. But he also experienced Komorebi, so silly I went out. That's why I take these sessions, so I feel the need to tell him.
At this point, it's pretty unlikely that you'll run into anybody without Komorebi. Except for me, of course. The odds are just against people like us. But I have to ask, did he happen to tell you about his vision?
Be protected.
I can't say. I don't want to say this. No. Click his face. Fine.
Interesting. You know, you see a lot of people do that. Artists with visions always seem more established in the future. The temptation to steal an idea or two is more common than you think.
Fills his paper before resting them on the table of silence.
Have you ever heard of the stolen Renaissance? It's a bit of an older term, but it's still used quite widely.
Shake my head. Doesn't sound familiar.
Well, right when the vision started, things were chaotic. They permanently threw society and technology down a different path. Some would even argue that it sabotaged a lot of positive change. This is hard to prove, but artists are a pretty good example. A lot of people ended up seeing futures where they created masterpieces. In their haste to recreate them, they fell short and ruined their careers.
We can't shoot the guy.
Be rather crushing.
Now, think about all the great pieces of art in our history. There's so many, and their influence on things is incredibly clear. But can you think of any since the day Komorebi began? There seems to be a rather peculiar halt, doesn't there? A lot of our greats taken away. A renaissance stolen. At least that's one of the more believable effects.
More believable? That reminds me of the group of that club. Talked about some theories of Komorebi, even absurd ones involving aliens. It's cool to hear about how visions affected society on a deeper level, though.
You don't really stop to think about these things until they're brought up. But I deal with a lot of patients, and every friend group has an artist. It looks like your new acquaintance just got lucky. That's rare. Some artists are open about stealing from their future selves. In fact, recreating something you saw in a vision is like another form of art. A new skill to be mastered, completely separate from the base medium.
Never stopped to think about it like that, but then again, I never had a vision. It's doubtful that you'd be able to remember every single detail of something you made. Perhaps you just took the most important pieces and filled in the blanks. Curious. But I guess he's right. That'd be a measure of entirely different skill. It's doubtful that you'd be able to remember every single detail of something you made.
Oh yeah.
I still think it's weird that we borrow from the future like it's a resource.
But then we have to talk about the more sinister theories. You know, like if somebody is responsible for Komorebi and all the visions. Imagine that. Having society's growth and art all in the palm of your hand.
That would be catastrophic.
There's only 2 left.
We're in the wrong hands. The other theory is to flood the forethought of my mind that Argus is responsible, could control visions and make us see what they wanted.
Where are they? There they are.
Part of me doesn't even want to think about that. But the counselor did mention it in one of our previous sessions. Visions could be a trick to lure people down a certain path. Spend the rest of our session sitting in near silence, almost terrified. Stolen Renaissance. What else is taken from us?
Where?
Maybe I truly am lucky not to be bound by a vision. A sudden worry from my friends starts to rise within.
Push it, girl.
Komorebi was always a force that nobody could compete with. But if it also happened to be created, and it could be managed, well then whoever was in charge would literally rule the world. And if it were Argus, then we may already be in their bad side.
Kill the Scraggler.
Run away.
Yeah, kill
What's that?
Mark.
I'm marking it. I'm marking it.
I'm marking it. I'm conquesting it.
I'm conquesting it.
First in all of history.
I'm so.
Holy shit!
They died.
I'm so lonely. Unzips pants.
Blue.
Welcome to the second of 4 fragment maps.
We finally made it past the...
This will act the same as the first one, so no further guidance will be offered.
Go out into the storm to reboot.
Remember to read Delta's diary entries between pivotal fragments, and enjoy your journey.
I have 3 medkits, so
Blue.
yes.
Finally got past the major fragments.
Okay.
Yes, finally.
Just a major character on it.
It took way too long.
I think I'm gonna have to cut stream because it's almost 4 a.m. and I got stuff to do tomorrow. Or later, I guess. Later today.
The
They're
closest
going-
one is way over
Okay,
there.
that makes sense.
They're
Let's
going
see.
for
Who am I
reboots,
rating
by the
out
way.
to?
Wait, are they going for reboot?
It's just me, so...
Yeah, they're going for
just me and
reboots.
Blue, so I guess... who am I rating today? Let's take a look.
One of them's at the Schlurp Mart. Oh, well. One's down at the Schlurp Mart.
You see that shit?
Yeah, I'm watching
Some good
Carver's
and
lens.
tasty.
Man, they turned into a freaking building.
Wait, can I throw my lightsaber?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't think it's got that ability.
okay, I'm gonna go by Blue. I'm gonna go say hi to Mega.
Alright.
Okay.
Come on, destroy Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah!
You take care. Is that Baymax?
Probably. Carver left.
Left?
Left the reboot van. To the right now.
Get that blue turtle wearing. That blue turtle's wearing fucking Air Force Ones.
Yeah, Carver just knocked him. You got Baymax. Help with Baymax.
That's our raid message. Story time.
That wall's
Alright,
closing in.
Brew, quickly, we gotta rebug for...
No, you don't gotta revive me. You guys got this. Blue needs to get into the ring.
Okay. I was gonna go ahead and do a raid now then. There's not a lot of us here,
I didn't
so...
see Blue's health until now.
The lightsaber makes you run faster, Carver.
Don't fucking touch it.
Yeah, it does.
I'm fucking zooming with this.
NPCs to our right or left of
That's
me.
your left. Shots on top of the mountain in front of Carver. Carver, go ahead and mark. Yeah.
Cracked him.
I didn't see that one. Is that Mark Grayson again? No,
The one
that's
way
another
over
guy. Someone's pushing the bridge.